I've been doing squats for a good 3 years. I've never had any issues.
That guy got a hernia.
Listen, I'm not about to take advice from someone.
You hurt your back. I'm not taking advice from you.
You know what? I think it's because he saw that you was lifting heavy weights, so he was like, look. He was convicted. He was like, let me just spread the word.
No,
let me just spread the word.
I think he tried to sun you.
I don't know why, because I had my headphones.
Was he big?
No.
Oh, he can't sun shit then.
No.
Yeah, he tried to sun you like, oh, I know you're doing those squats and that's cool and that. Obviously, I would have done it as well, but obviously I couldn't.
It can't be a son, because if you're smaller than me, it can't be a son.
He was like, oh yeah,
it can't be a son. Like, you are my son.
What I think you should do is like, until you can like snatch your back in properly.
By snatch, you mean like to pop your back?
I was like, bro, like in my head I was like, yo, you know I'm on my warm-up set, right? Like, what are you talking about? Snatch your back in.
Chill,
do you know what?
Chill, big dog.
It's like, do you know what's even so mad? You're not supposed to snatch your back in.
You're not supposed to be neutral.
Yeah, you're supposed to, and it really depends on how big you are as well.
It depends on how big you are, or your stature. Yeah. It depends on a lot of things.
There's no one set thing.
I was like, bro, don't come and sub me right now. You don't
Get
want
out of
this.
Here. Whoever you are, man, F off.
And let that be a lesson to all you folks out there. Unsolicited gym opinions is not something
when you nearly broke your back,
especially if you broke, you can't do squats.
Suck out blood.
That's our promise. All right, guys, let's get straight into today's episode. Now, before we begin with our beloved, we want to take some time we want to take some time to do a quick supporter shout out. Yes. So today we would like to shout out Miss Daniela.
Yes.
Daniela.law, I believe it is. Yes. A big shout out to you. Do you know what we appreciate? Yeah, we really appreciate whenever someone lets us know that they've listened to the pod, watched the pod, and they actually appreciate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
especially when it's 3 hours long. Yeah. So a big shout out to you, Miss Daniela, and also to Mr. D Main, Mr. Mag himself. A big thank you and a big appreciation to all y'all.
Love always.
And one more big shout out to Mr. Faye Badejo himself for stopping by the previous episode. If you haven't watched episode 132, check it out. Lots of gems shared, and we will be sharing as many gems here today as we can to follow suit. Right. Thanks very much. And now with that brings us to Table
Trainers Tables. Bang da dang.
Bang da dang.
That's not going to be it. I'm only doing it because you brought me on to bang da dang.
But I appreciate it for this one episode.
Ain't happening, blood.
You're about to go down a rabbit hole.
Bang da dang. Bang da dang. Bang da dang.
No. Right. Okay, guys. It's time for Table Trainers Tables. And today,
you guys didn't even want to do the trainer properly, blood.
Oh, the laces.
Yeah, man. Do you know
because it's sinking inside itself. That's not my fault.
No, it's not saying. No, look.
Hey, brother. Hey,
no.
Save
out of all three of us, I look after my trainers the most.
That's true.
I feel like you just got a set of them cleaned, so I don't think that's fair.
When was the last time? The only trainer I cleaned was the trainer that Kesi dropped pizza on.
You see, I don't like it when you do that, because I wasn't the only trainer that you sent off.
I'm not sure what episode we discussed.
Did I drop pizza on your whole wardrobe?
What trainer did I get sent?
Chill, big dog. Chill, big dog.
Wait, what other trainers did I put on it?
The Louboutins.
No, I haven't given that to Skrilla yet.
Yeah, yet. And what other trainers did you? It's not just those New Balance.
It's not just one. It hasn't been.
Oh no, my LV.
Bang, dang, dang.
There we go.
Now, guys, let's begin with today's Table Trainers. Okay, so if you are listening, it will do you well to come on down to YouTube Town where you can see these trainers in a
real life.
But if you cannot, don't worry. As you can see by the title of today's episode, we are going to be talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay? And so that's what we try to do today with our shoes. I know what you're thinking. They're all so gorgeous. Surely none of these are actually ugly. We'll get into it. All right?
Yeah.
I think...
Where should we start? We start on good or bad or the ugly?
Well, we have to start with the ugly.
Start with a good note.
And if we're going to start with the ugly... Toby, I'm going to ask you to switch these trainers around.
Serious?
Yes, so I can keep to the order.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
You shouldn't be.
Bang da dang.
All right, so to start us off, we're going to start from the ugly to the good, yeah? So to the right of me, we have My pair. This is a Salomon XT6. Please forgive me. XT6. Now, I know what you're thinking. Kesi, what are you crazy? It's even your pair. Surely you're not going to bring an ugly shoe. You're right. You are so right. It's a very gorgeous trainer in isolation.
Yes.
In isolation.
Facts.
It's a very, very beautiful, beautiful trainer in isolation. On the rack, so good. In the box, gorgeous. On feet, it's hard. It's hard to put an outfit together with these shoes. I have tried.
I disagree.
Unless you're Arc'teryx, baby.
I disagree.
Yeah, if you're Arc'teryx down, then no problem. I'm not talking to you. You, man, are ready for it. Gore-Tex and them, man. That's all you. For me, para mí.
This bulletproof shoe.
Nah, Let me tell you, man. I just think, as you know, as somebody that owns them, and I've owned them for a couple of months now, I think, how many times did you say I've worn them? 2-3 times at best. Yeah. Mummy's calling.
Hi,
Are you
Mom.
answering? No? Why not?
We're recording. Hi, Mom.
Don't mind quickly talking to her. Shout out, Mummy Terry. These trainers, yeah, I've had them for a couple of months. I've maybe worn them 2-3 times just because I just find it really difficult. And that's the reason why they're ugly. It's not because they're ugly because they look ugly, because for damn sure they are not. It's one of the best colorways, actually, if you ask me. But yeah, it's just really hard to put together. And every time I've tried to put it together, I either look like I'm fresh out of jail or I'm like fresh from, because I'm trying to wear it with tracksuits. And it just looks like, you know.
Yeah, like you just came and shouted the
You get it, right, HMP. Or it looks like, you know, I've come back from a hike. So it's difficult for me. That's my take. Thank you.
I feel like she's been very hard on these trainers. Me personally, I don't think Kesi's giving them a chance.
That's fair.
I feel like they can shine in winter.
Okay.
They can shine in winter, and I feel like it goes well with shorter trousers, skirts, and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's an unorthodox shoe. This is a shoe that you wouldn't have looked at on the racks 10 years ago for sure.
Yeah, even 3 years ago.
Yeah, you wouldn't have double taked at all. So it's one of those ones where it's a completely different style of shoe.
Fair.
I feel like it's the next generation of dad shoes. Because you know how for some reason dads have a set amount of shoes. It's a dad shoe and it's a hiking shoe, and they have dress shoes.
Yep.
This is the hiking shoe.
Shoe for sure.
It's the next level. So it's one of those ones where it's like, it's funny in terms of how to put it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. I don't know. It's a tricky one. I think someone that owns it and isn't an Arc'teryx baby will understand how difficult it is to piece it together. I just don't think that the clothes that I have in my wardrobe fit this shoe, and that's why it's ugly.
Yeah, that's fair. I agree.
Okay, moving swiftly on to the left of us, we have, this is our bad shoe, and it's a bad shoe indeed. We're going to talk about why.
Battered.
This is the Bape and Jound Bapesters. Fun fact: if you did want to own a pair of Bapesters, they are still available in Selfridges as of last week. The white and navy pair.
Yeah.
You're very welcome to them. But let's talk about this pair that we have in front of us. This is the white and grey pair, the OG pair. Tobi.
Yes.
Why is it bad?
This thing is bad because, like Kesi said, in the shop it's beautiful, in the box it's beautiful. As soon as it goes out and sees the light, it just turns into, I don't know, the witch from Wizard of Oz.
Jesus.
What other film could I probably say? What's that Rapunzel film? Tangled. No, when the witch loses her power and then she just goes all moldy. That's what happens to this shoe.
Remember in Game of Thrones where that beautiful woman took off that thing
talisman
and she became
shriveled. That's what happened with this shoe.
Yeah.
Take it outside the store.
We saw her breast and everything.
Yeah,
and it was just saggy, fam. It was crazy. I mean, no, I'm not shaming saggy chest.
No, that was a lot of sag.
Yeah, and that was demonic sag too.
Yeah, that was bad sag.
Yeah, that
looked like bad. You know when you see the cream on the top of the milk. That shit was disgusting, man. Yeah, man.
No, you know when milk warms, it's the milk skin.
Milk skin.
Do you know that they make meals? They make meals out of milk skin.
Out of milk skin.
What were we watching? I think it was MasterChef one time, and they were like, "I specifically want to make milk skin." I said, "You
mad
are a terrorist.
Why is he eating milk skin?
Heavy on the terror.
Lord have mercy, halloumi."
Anyway,
this shoe right here. The reason for why it's bad is because of that leather. That leather can actually be taken off and be made into a bag. Yes, it's that good quality leather.
Oh man.
But that bag will look so wrinkly.
Yeah.
No SPF in the world can save this shoe. This shoe is so damn bad in terms of creasing.
Yes.
And don't look at it right now and think, what you guys talking about? It looks fine. There's shoehorns in there.
Yeah.
And there's extra scaffolding in the middle. Let's keep that thing up. That thing is moldy. It's so soggy. It's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, they're using the same material that they use for that new Louis Vuitton bag.
Yeah, exactly.
Speedy.
It's just super soft.
The speedy that goes inside itself. The thing about this trainer that's just so unfortunate is that, like, I know I rubbish my shoes anyway.
Yeah,
fine.
Rubbish is not even all.
That's
Chill, big
She
dog.
takes it off the back foot.
Kesi
Yeah.
turns every one of her shoes into mules.
I pay for
This
it.
would be very difficult to do. So
I did it this morning.
Kesi will make it possible.
Trust. I did it this morning. Trust.
Everything to use flies.
Do you know why? Because
her new gym trainers, she was so excited at the fact that she doesn't need to actually
Slip
use her
on, slip
finger
off.
to
What's going
put
on?
her shoe.
Wow.
Just
That's
goes
what I
like
need.
this.
If all my trainers were fly easers, it would be a good
All the
day.
time.
That's how it is by force. Next. Everyone knows I rubbish my trainers, yeah? Cool. But these ones, yeah, it was within hours. I didn't stand a chance.
Within hours.
Come on, man.
It was
The
within
ones that
hours.
it didn't make the second wear.
Second day?
It
didn't
never,
make the
it
second
never recovered from the first wear.
For sure.
I promise you.
sure.
And they've
guys-
just been getting yellower and like more wrinkly and dustier as time has gone on. It's weird.
Have you guys seen a picture of Rumpelstiltskin?
Okay, brother.
All right, cool. Anyway, let's get on to the main pedestal.
Right. So we've had the ugly, we've had the bad on the pedestal today. I don't know if that was warranted. Anyway. On the pedestal today, we have the New Balance 990 V3.
Yes.
V3 in the amethyst.
Yeah.
color.
Yeah.
MBT, would you like to tell us about your good shoe?
Yes. This is basically called a Cinderella because no one thought it was going to be the shoe and it became the shoe.
Okay.
It became the everyday shoe.
Okay.
No one thought they could pull it off. And then we pulled it off. And now I see all you niggas wearing the shoe as well.
wow.
Goodness sake. Drop the mic.
Thanks for that, MBT. This trainer is still available in most stores because it is indeed sitting. I saw it in Offspring. I saw it in, if it wasn't Offspring, it was Foot Patrol.
Don't do that
Not
to
too
my
long
shoe.
ago. I'm just spreading the facts.
No,
baby.
do you know what? It can be sitting there, but when you see me, wear it. I would say you take, but you buy yours. But when you see me, you know what it's down to.
Anyway, you heard it
that
from
was
MBT
uncalled
first. I don't hear talking about your rubbish yards. Yeah, they're gone to town. I know they're brown though, so
They need some
I
help.
know they're brown.
can't
So
lie.
it's
They do
actually
need
mad.
some-
They need some
help.
milk.
They do.
I am
They
not
need
gonna
some
lie. Even the rubber that they give you from Crypto ain't gonna help that.
I've tried everything.
That shoe.
I'm not sure.
Done up. Would you get a second pair?
No, but I'm going to go to Skrilla. Skrilla can
It's-
approve it, please.
I don't know.
I feel like he can.
You can say sorry, size denied.
Yeah.
Don't bring it to
Denied.
Sorry, you're trying to ruin my brand.
He said, don't. To be fair, with what he has approved,
Oh,
and
wow.
fixed in the
Yeah.
time,
Did you see the Pradas?
I
Yeah,
did see the
man.
Prada. Shout out approved cleaning, boy,
Yeah,
because
man.
that Prada restoration.
Crazy.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie. When he saw that shoe, he was like, God damn it.
Oh, brother, I've got
Prada,
whack.
you know when sometimes you go under your bed and there's a shoe stuck on the foot
And
of
it's
your
like
bed?
this.
And it looks like
That
this.
shoe has been there for like 10
Like a
years.
croissant. Croissant, big time. Okay, with that, that brings us to the end of Tables Trainers.
Trainers tables.
Bang, da, da, bang.
So, guys, every single week we come with the latest news about music, fashion, sneakers, and what's popping in pop culture right now.
Yes, sir.
So, the first thing on the list is Clint 419. Yep. Clint 419.
Mr. Cortez himself.
Yep. He decided to release the Air Max 95s again.
Again.
The good thing about it is that he didn't release it in the stores like a load of you pricks out there. He did a, what was it, like a pop-up so that people can
he
pick it
created
up.
his own store.
Yeah. I didn't see what the pop-up looked like. I don't know if you guys saw
I did.
any queues going all the way to South Kensington.
There was queues. There was loads of what are those bikes? What are those bikes? That people
Line
ride?
bikes.
Loads of line bikes across the roads.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. People went nuts. But I feel like the biggest thing about it was that he reduced it back to its old price, 110.
Yeah.
You paid £110. You got the shoe. That's the original price of that shoe because that shoe is the 110. It's not the Air Max 95. Whoever calls it Air Max 95, you are very new. But that shoe is a 110 because when it first came out, it was £110,
Yep.
and you were only the rich people couldn't afford to pay for that shoe at the time.
Yep.
So I shout at him for doing that. However,
Yes.
however,
Okay.
I don't see why he had to go and do that. I know he said that he basically saved a lot of pairs from people that tried to resell the shoe.
Yeah, they were cancelled orders and stuff.
Orders and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, understandably. But no, I'm sorry. Leave the shoe alone. The shoe is not what I think people are trying to make it to be.
Go on, tell us more, Toby.
Explain.
I feel like the Cortez brand in itself, for me, has become a huge cult following, but for what reason? I'm yet to understand.
Okay.
I'm
yet to understand. I've seen people in the streets wearing the combats and stuff, and I'm not hating or anything, but I look at you and say, you're a grown man wearing these combats. And this is not 2001. We are not wearing the running dog ice cream jeans anymore.
We are though, unfortunately.
Okay, wait.
I wouldn't mind.
Let's talk about this properly. Because no, we can't do this. We can't segregate fashion for one generation and another generation. Fashion is fashion. Because you can see a kid that's 11 years old that's got peas and he could be wearing the same ERL hoodie that you're wearing.
100%.
Yes? Now,
yeah, but
you could be
class.
You could be 35, 40 years old and still wearing Cortez. I'm gonna laugh at you, but you can still be wearing.
But that's
Cortez.
what he's doing right now.
What? I ain't wearing no damn Cortez.
No, sorry. I'm saying that he is laughing at.
I'm not saying that it's a bad
I said
brand.
people are gonna laugh. I'm not laughing at you. I don't really care. But you can wear Cortez. But let's leave it that way because we can't keep getting onto people.
My only thing is that it's like when I'm just seeing the dramatics that are going on for the brand, I rate it so much for what he's been able to do. But I just wonder, like really and truly, like, have we got to a point when people are just going crazy over stuff that just has a cult following for the sake of it?
Now, his brand, who does it appeal to? Which market does it appeal to?
The teenagers and kids, really.
They're finished.
What does that mean?
They're finished.
What does that mean?
Yes. What I'm trying to say is that the way they hype up these things is the reason why the Cortez brand is the way it is. They have made this brand, and yet they are the main reason why this brand is
the way it is.
Let me not discredit his work.
Right.
Because for him to have the brand that he's got right now in this day and age,
there must be a reason. Yes.
It's not that there must be a reason, but it's sick that he's got a brand that is so popular, that's got such a huge following, etc.
Yeah.
The target market that he has, they're very excited. They're very excited. The good thing about, and not just his brand, I've seen a few other brands do it as well, is that they limit your access to the website and stuff like that. Which obviously, it creates demand. And these kids as well want rarity. If they know, there's only 30 minutes on the page and there's only a few of us that are going to get access to it, and that means next man down the road ain't going to wear what I'm wearing, then obviously they hype it up. So that's all. In regards to me saying finish, it was just a joke. But what I'm trying to say is that it's because they're hyping it up. That's the reason why it's so popular right now.
For me, I'm just going back to when they first announced the Air Max 95s, and there wasn't as much noise as I would have expected it to be with how hyped the brand is. Like, especially within the sneaker community.
I think it was quite hype.
I don't think I saw many people talking about saying, I really want this shoe. I think there was select people that are like, okay, cool, I really like this shoe, I want to grab it. But there wasn't like this huge like uproar within the sneaker community where people are like, this is the shoe to have.
I agree.
But even this, but for me as well, the sneaker community right now, from how I see the sneaker community, there's like two sides to the sneaker community. There is the younger side, which I don't feel like we are even part of, because obviously you're not following anyone that is younger
that age.
So they've got their. We need to understand, like, they've got their own community. They're doing things a bit, and I sound so old as I'm saying this. They're doing things a bit different to us. Like, obviously you're on Discord and all that type of stuff. I'm not on Discord.
Well, really?
But I'm trying to say they're on stuff like Discord and all that, where the hype could be. There's areas, there's spaces where that is hype.
Okay.
But obviously for us, and I know there's certain man, I'm not going to say anything about them, man.
Which is what I'm trying to say.
Certain man,
I'm going to speak for the people from our
okay, and there's certain, in our point of view, coming to our side, it's not hype, but there's certain man.
There's man that went there.
I wouldn't personally, because for me, no, I'm being real. Because I'm free the realness. Cut cut the crap.
I didn't hear anything before.
Cut the crap.
But now it's
Look,
it's the lick.
what's the lick?
The shoe. No one was saying anything before.
So
but
what-
now it's the lick. I just don't get it.
So what I will say, what I believe, is that I think that the Cortez trainer was like more of like a
nod.
It's more of like a staple, a milestone for Cortez.
For sure.
I think it's more that than anything else. I don't think it was a hype trainer for anybody. I just think it was a big deal that Cortez and Nike had a collaboration.
Especially after their previous background.
Yeah, it was a fairly decent shoe. It's a calm shoe. All 3 pairs are nice.
Don't lie, man. The green one is not nice.
No, the green ones are nice. I didn't like them at first, but I'm kind of
I'm a
into it.
survivor.
Yeah,
They are
army
generally
green.
good colorways. I can't lie. They're not terrible colorways.
That's what I'm saying. They're decent shoes, right? Ultimately, but they're nothing amazing. Let's all be serious now. They're not like an amazing shoe. Anybody that believes that they have to have the trainer is supporting Cortez more than they are gassed about sneakers
For sure.
and it being a hype sneaker shoe. That's the fact of the matter. So that's why I guess there wasn't that much of a big hoo-ha within the sneaker community, because I don't think it was a trainer for the sneaker community. I think it was a trainer for supporters of Cortez and the culture. All the other stuff is not necessarily, it's not the same as like the Jordan 3 or any one of their drops for me.
That's a bit dead now anyway. Anyway, next thing on the list is, if you've been watching of recently, these past few weeks, Love Island has been shown on ITV.
Yes, sir.
Now, we're coming to the end games with
Yes,
Love
sir.
Island right
Yes,
now. And obviously I wanted us to provide, or like just have a discussion about it. What your thoughts are. Who do you think is going to win? Did you enjoy the season? Would you say this season is the best season you've seen of Love Island? I want to know your thoughts.
Can we start with Love Island predictions of who we think is going to win?
Yeah, let's do that.
So who do you think is going to win, Toby?
Gosh, it's changed now. It changed. It was Whitney and Locomotive.
I didn't think they were going to win.
I thought they could win after they got voted the best couple. But as soon as they got voted the best couple, that decision went out the window because just stuff that happened after that. But now, I feel like it might be Ella and Ty.
I initially was going to say that until I knew you was going to say that.
Why?
Because Ella and Ty, as much as I would want them to win, I don't think they're going to win.
I feel
because of all the bullshit that they've gone through.
Who else is there that people love like that?
I'm not going to lie. It's that interest. I was going to say that industry plant.
Who, Molly?
Yep.
Molly.
Molly's not winning.
Molly's not winning.
Molly's
Do you know what? It would be so mad.
The people that love
wait.
like
Wait. It would be so mad. So mad. Because he's an industry plant. You don't know, they'll falsify. What's it called? You think?
Kesi give a prediction, and I want to go back to this industry plant situation.
Yeah.
Because there's something that happened that I'm still not okay with. But who do you think?
You're going to say Ty and Ella?
I think right now at this current moment, as of today,
Yeah.
I do believe it's going to be Ty and Ella, only because of the argument that had Whitney looking crazy in the streets.
100%.
But if she can redeem herself in the next week, it will be Whitney still.
Wow. So going back to industry plant and Whitney.
Yeah.
I feel like Love Island, the directors are playing games to a level which I think is just absolutely stupid.
It's so orchestrated.
That decision for her to bring back Mitch, for me, was definitely industry plant rubbish. Like
Why?
Because
who brought back? It was Whitney that brought back Mitch.
Mitch, are you being serious?
No,
She said that Mitch's relationship with that girl should last and be within Love Island over KD and Ganduzi.
What I got from what Whitney was saying, which I didn't agree with, she was like, Mitch has been there from the beginning and he's a character. So because of entertainment
and that
purposes,
for me was absolute
keeping this prick.
Did you see her face when she was talking to the people, when she was talking to the rest of them about it?
She couldn't look at them properly.
Like she was like, my decision was done.
No, but do you know what? The thing about Whitney, one thing about Whitney, she's going to be firm in whatever she says.
100%. Guaranteed.
I'm not even mad. I don't necessarily think that was a bad decision, but...
Out of all the couples out there?
Out of KD.
It made sense. it made sense to keep Kedi and Uzi, but I understand why she voted them off, because Kedi's been here before, and Uzi and Kedi have already, like, you guys have already established that you like each other, you want to get to know each other, so continue getting to know each other on the outside. You man are good.
But
like, Mitch hasn't had a proper...
Mitch hasn't had what? Wait. Wait, no.
Let me land, yeah? Mitch, he's had lots of chances.
Come on! Billion and one! This guy, yeah, is the biggest knob I've seen in my life.
He's had lots of chances, but at the moment, he's just started getting to know somebody.
What the heck?
So it would be unfair to kick out somebody who is getting to know somebody, even if it is Mitch. Who should have gone home was Scott and whoever he was.
No. Wait. Let me just say one thing before you continue.
Go on.
Mitch is emotionally immature.
No,
He's
Mitch.
not
What
emotionally
happened
immature.
to Mitch?
Oh my goodness.
What happened to Mitch? Yeah, is that second day when Molly rejected him, he snapped.
No, I believe
Something went off in his brain.
Do you know what? I genuinely thought in his mind when he entered Love Island and he got with Molly, he said to himself,
I got the bag.
I've got the bag.
And I'm good.
All I need to do is stay faithfully loyal, douse her with the love I have.
She got the
and
ick.
we will go to the final. We're done. We don't need to do anything else here. She's gorgeous.
But that's the thing.
Within 24 hours.
But I don't
gone.
know, because that doesn't explain all of his actions after that.
That's
moment.
what I'm saying.
Like,
No,
Mitch, for me, yeah.
I can answer that question for you. He is a terrorist. Simple.
He's actually
Mitch is actually God forgive me, yeah, and you guys know what I mean when I say it, yeah. But Mitch is one of those people that if you gave him the opportunity, he could kill.
He's tapped for real.
He would actually.
So when I'm
talking murder suicide.
I agree. I think he's tapped.
So when I'm talking about this guy's emotionally immature, what are you trying to tell me?
It's not emotional
because he can't control his emotions.
No, it's not emotional immaturity. I can see in his eyes, yeah, Mitch is the person which will sit there and look at you and say, look, in instead of saying, I want to kill you, but he's like, I'm not going to touch you.
No, what he was saying,
immature.
No.
He'll be
it's not that I'm saying that what you're saying is wrong. He may be emotionally immature, but that's not the word you need to use.
It's not the issue.
What you need to.
You guys don't want to use the diplomatic words.
No. Do you know why? Yeah, because emotionally immature, it implies that he doesn't know. He knows and he chooses madness.
Like,
Mitch is genuinely one of those people that would say, if I can't have you, nobody can.
Yeah,
he's one of them, man.
He was sitting there and you can see that something was frustrating him. Like, I think like when Scott was talking to Abby, yeah, one of the boys was like, "Oh, does that frustrate you?"
Not at all, bro.
Like, not at all, bro. Not at all. I don't see him as a
threat, bro.
I said, bro, I can see in your eyes.
Trust me, bro. I'm not comfortable. His eyes are maroon.
I see in your eyes, bro.
You know what?
Yeah.
You're fuming.
Mitch is definitely one of those guys. Yeah, he's one of those guys at work that will stab you in the back 10 times.
That's what I'm saying.
And the thing is, yeah, as he stabbed you,
I'm saying, love you, bro.
He's still holding the knife there, and he's still looking at you like, "You're
love you, bro. Love you, bro."
And then the thing is, like, once again, like, how are people even still supporting this guy?
You have to. You're in the show, innit?
One day he said to this girl, "Yeah, that I'm all for you." Very next day, and I'm sure it was just a few hours.
It wasn't even very next
because
day.
The recordings, for a few hours, he went to the other girl and said that he's done with that girl.
Yeah,
and then he got caught in his light, and he was still trying to.
What he did between Ella and that girl, yeah, is just.
I don't even. He was like, "Oh, I choose Ella," and then he turned around to Zach and said, "It's Abby."
Bro, like,
this is why I'm telling you, this guy's emotionally immature.
No, he's insane.
It's weird behavior.
Sorry,
but yeah,
insane.
okay. So would you say this is the best episode of
best season
of Love Island?
Not best season overall, but I feel like it's the best season in a while.
Yes, best season in the last 5 years at least.
Definitely
better than Molly's.
For sure.
What, Molly May?
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because with that one, if I remember correctly, it was not nearly as chaotic as this.
No.
This has been drama.
This is the first episode.
Molly May's one is the one that what's his name was that black guy.
Not Uzi. Ovi
was in that one, isn't it?
No, Ovi was in Amber's one.
Yeah, Childish.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. That was actually a good one too. Actually,
that was a good one.
That's actually a tough one.
Yeah, I
so
was
top three. This Childish.
Yeah.
And
what top three's what?
Molly May's one.
Top 3 seasons.
You're saying this one's the best.
I'm just saying top 3 seasons. This.
Yeah.
Molly Mays and
Childish.
Childish.
And the first one.
Yeah.
Childish. In the last 5 years, I'm saying.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But ultimately, like, Love Island right now, is great TV.
It is.
Great TV. No, do you know what? Because I, back in the day, didn't watch Love Island.
Yeah.
It's interesting, but I feel like it's way too controlled. And I understand why there needs to be some sort of control because these kids will go wild.
Yeah.
But
Bring back the smoking area.
And the drinks. Bring back the drinking properly.
I would say bring back the drinking to a certain extent. At least give them more than one glass.
Yeah, one glass is
these
crazy.
These guys have backed it in the first like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But again, you give someone like Mitch more than one glass, you don't know what's
That's
going
what I'm saying. If I can't have you, nobody can.
Boy.
No, man.
Anyway, next thing on the list is on top of Young Thug's Rico case, we found another Rico case, and that is Shane.
I said Shane.
You said that
Shane.
like a Yoruba guy, bro. Shane.
I said Shane.
So
Shane.
As you all know,
Shane.
Mate, Shane. As you all know, there is a brand called Shane.
Also known as Shein.
Can you imagine he's actually right in saying Shane? That everyone's saying it wrong.
It's all your
When you
problem.
hear that CEO, actually the name is Shane.
Shane.
Look, this is another fast food truck business out here, yeah? And when I mean fast food truck, you know what I mean? Fast fashion.
Fast fashion.
Part of shit.
But they're selling cocaine.
No, it's not cocaine.
Well,
but they've been caught in a RICO case because of
racketeering. I don't know what to do.
I don't know that.
Do
you know what? As you're saying this shit, just throwing me off. But I think someone has created a lawsuit against Sheen for I don't know what it was exactly.
So I can read out a couple of things, but essentially the long and short of it is about them making copycats because they've been doing it bad, yeah. So one of the things that is it plaintiffs?
Yes.
Plaintiffs accused Shein of is producing, distributing and selling exact copies of their creative works. The RICO case comes into play because the plaintiffs allege that the infringements are made by a de facto association of entities that are umbrellaed under Shein. So it's basically just saying that Shein
criminal organization.
they knowingly committed criminal copyright infringement. They played its role with full knowledge of the overarching criminal copyright infringement it participates in. And blah 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 blah. Basically, it's just the copycat stuff.
Yeah,
look, I feel like that's gonna go out the window.
I feel like the idea of a RICO case and organization like Shein is just crazy.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Because you heard about Young Thug's RICO case, and you understand the reason for why that's coming in, and to hear something like Shein and a RICO case at the same time,
it's hilarious. It's laughable.
Things getting blurred. And I remember there was that time here when there was something that was coming out on social media regarding Shein, and on the labels
it was saying help.
People help me.
Yeah,
people help me.
yeah.
I genuinely thought it was like some serious criminal activity.
Oh, what about the other one with the cupboards where
that's Wayfair.
Yeah,
that's Wayfair. No,
that was mad.
That was
that was not good.
Yeah.
That was trafficking.
Yeah,
were they actually trafficking?
We don't know.
I think someone was probably trying to come against them. You know, look, if honestly, if someone tried, for example, I was supposed to get a promotion, and I was supposed to be a director, and I've got the code, and I'm good at coding, so I'm gonna do that.
This is the thing, because
going down.
Someone must have tried to take them down because they were labeling the products with specific people's names that were lost. Yeah,
but I genuinely feel like it was a trafficking ring because the thing about Wayfair is that Wayfair, if I'm right, like people can, it's like Etsy, isn't it? Like people can create their little mini shops
and sell through it.
Yeah, so if it's a third party shop, I'm gonna call a wardrobe Angelina, and well, not me.
Only certain people will know.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a dark web. It's nasty, man.
It's crazy.
Nasty stuff. But so one of the things about this case and why it differs from like say Nike and Bape, for example, generally when a bigger company gets caught stealing another person's designs, they settle out of court and they call it a day. They don't copy no more. Shein weren't settling out of court, and they weren't, even once they were getting caught, they weren't settling with anybody. So that's the main reason why it's turned into a RICO.
Anyway,
I actually heard Enrique Iglesias at the dance yesterday. Did I tell you?
Wow.
Would you cry?
Oh Lord!
If I asked you to cry, and why? Why would you ask me to cry?
Let me say one thing. When we were asking for events to be playing alternative music, that's not what I meant.
That's not what I meant.
Anyway, leading on from the RICO case with Shane. Young Thug tried to get bail. The judge said, "Nigga, no."
He tried to.
He tried to go on bail. It was denied because you're a gang member.
Yeah, they said that you're definitely fleeing, my guy.
Oh nah,
you're definitely fleeing, my guy.
Young Thug is business is business.
I can't lie. That judge must have laughed when he saw his name come across TV. Is that you can't?
As a child, anyways, you gotta be serious.
Do you think he'll get out?
No,
he's gone. At least for some years. I'm not sure how many years he'll get, but he's definitely gone for some years.
Do you know? I think he might. The way they're dragging it out right... Oh, no, but they did that for Casanova, man. Because Casanova's been charged for 15 years.
Yeah, he's gone.
Do you know who's not gone?
Who?
Y&W Melly.
And
He
I
actually
still don't-
beat the case.
I still don't... Well, he didn't beat
Young
it. They threw it out
Thug
of
beat
court.
the case, man.
Young
He's
Thug
out.
needs to get that lawyer.
No, they
Boy.
threw it out of court. They said that...
It's a mistrial.
yeah,
The
it's a
jury
mistrial.
couldn't come to a decision.
Yeah.
And he definitely killed those people.
100%.
Yeah, for
Murder
sure.
on my mind. What
For
are you talking
sure,
about?
he
That's a
definitely
double homicide.
Yeah.
He's guilty.
So we let someone out that's got
Who's we?
triple
Not me.
personalities.
Not me. I didn't do that.
Anyway, I'm not going to America because that kid could be running wild.
Yeah.
Anyway, next thing on the list is Instagram. Once again, have created another platform. The platform's called Threads. Threads is a direct competitor for Twitter, which is now also known as X.
X. Hey, Elon Musk is
Terrorist.
actually he's Lex Luthor. I can't lie to you.
Yo, he's
Let
a
me-
actually
villain.
is. He actually is.
Let me tell you something, yeah? Money walks. That's what I got to say.
Money talks, boy.
Not walks.
He's on a stroll.
The money does walk.
Does it?
It walks wherever it wants to go.
Straight to the bank.
At this
Straight
point-
to the bank. Straight to the
At
bank.
this point.
Damn.
But let it talk now.
Oh, yeah,
talk.
yeah, it does need to talk as well.
Yeah.
Got to tell you what it's saying.
They do be talking.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, let's go back to.
By the
Threads.
way, he's back to being the richest man in the world. Anyway, as I was saying, there's a new platform that's been released by Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg has released Threads, which I said is a direct competitor to Twitter, aka X. As I was saying, as he has now, it was before he changed it to X, but he's now become the richest man in the world again.
Right. Okay, let's tackle Threads because Threads was once again had a great opening weekend. And ever since then, boy. Have you been back on there?
Yeah, I use that daily.
Well,
But
you're the
you
only
use
one.
it, but yeah.
No, there's a lot of people using Threads.
The two.
But the thing is, no, let me say one thing to you. We know which is a regular thing with certain apps.
Yeah.
Vimeo, bye bye.
Which one is Vimo?
I swear it's
Vimeo.
Vimeo. Is it Vimeo or Vimeo?
Vimeo.
The one that everyone used to use with videos. back in the day?
Vimeo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, that bye bye. That one went. How
true.
quick that one went? And then TikTok, and then Snapchat came into the fold, then TikTok came into the fold. What I'm trying to say is that
Which one is Vimeo? Sorry, because
was
as far
one-
as I'm aware, that wasn't an app.
thought
That's
it
just
was
like a
video,
website.
I saw it was Vimeo. It was.
Are you
it was
talking
a
about
video.
Kick?
No,
Vine?
It was Vine. That's the one, man.
Must be.
That's how old that shit
I'm
is.
pretty sure Vimeo
Vimeo, it's like Daily Motion.
Daily Motion at YouTube.
Yeah, man.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I
He was
thought.
like, now why am I in it?
Oh, you got.
Vimeo, why me?
Do you know the reason why I didn't
He's
even
like,
remember
fuck
what
me
it is?
for.
Because that shit is like AOL.
Oh,
That
whole
thing's in the
time
past.
Vine. No, Vine was legendary when it was here.
Vine was legendary.
Vine
Vine
and
is like-
Kick.
Mine was like Yahoo. Came
Nah, man. Kick was like Yahoo.
and went. Was it?
No, Vine was like Yahoo.
And what was Kick then? Kick was
that
bad.
was AOL.
I've
Shite,
actually
yeah.
never heard of Kick.
I've never.
KIK.
Yeah,
No,
man.
Real ones know. Real ones know.
Yeah,
You see
Are you
here.
those are the
Real
ones that
ones.
still have AOL
Real
email
ones
addresses.
know.
Those were just OT at the time.
Leave it.
When I tried to.
Do any of your family members still have an AOL email?
My dad.
Dad.
Yeah, same with mine.
Don't know why.
Shout out my mum.
Dial up. Big old
I remember when we used to have that
Why?
dial up. Oh,
I think it
gosh.
made noise, man.
And then if you didn't pay the bill, it would just be ringing on the phone.
That's it.
Bro.
Simple.
Mad thing. Anyway,
Yes.
so Threads. I still use Threads. There
don't
are
know
still
how.
quite a few people that use Threads. I actually enjoy it.
You play that case, you still use Threads?
I never logged in.
Look, when that thing changes to gender X, yeah, Twitter, I'm telling you, a lot of you are going to
That's
flood
what I was
back.
going to say. So Threads, for me, yeah, it died out once again because it was just like, okay, whatever.
Mm.
And everyone went back to Twitter. But now with this new Twitter rebrand, people could rush back.
I feel like Mark might be onto something. He must have known
Yeah,
that
something was
Twitter
coming,
would
yeah.
implode.
Look, we knew it was coming to end. From the time that guy took over, we knew it was coming to
No
an
one
end.
expected him to do this.
Yeah, exactly. And did you know
Yes,
as
you
well that when Elon Musk was at PayPal, when he was the CEO of PayPal, he tried to change PayPal to X as well, and then they voted him out.
What the heck
Really?
is this guy's
Yeah,
problem,
yeah,
man?
yeah.
What's up with
I don't know.
X?
He saw X in a dream.
For big time.
He saw X in a dream.
This guy is
Anyway.
Mojo Jojo. He
Look.
wants to take over
Yeah,
the
yeah,
world.
yeah. Nah, legit,
Everything
bro.
becomes X.
Legit.
What
So-
the heck? I'm not sure.
Anyway.
I don't know for him. Maybe he's just a huge fan of Exhibit.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Yes, go ahead.
All I'm going to say is that we knew he was going to do this because when a lot of
No
people
one knew he was gonna do this.
When a lot of because he did say
He's
when
going to rebrand Twitter.
he said
He's gonna
when
come in
he
and-
said I'm going to change Twitter when they were talking about him buying Twitter and there was that whole scandal of him not paying blah blah blah. He did say, oh, if I was to own Twitter, I would change it to blah, blah, blah. So we knew he was going to do this.
No.
Mate, it's like someone coming into your organization, when a director comes into your organization or a CEO comes to your organization, he's got his own thought process of what he wants to do to the business.
That's fair. But shall I tell you why no one envisioned that this will happen? Because Twitter has become so significant, and I saw a tweet about this or something on the news or something like that.
Yeah.
Someone made it very clear that you got to remember that the word tweet is now part of our vocabulary.
Oh yeah,
Facts.
100%.
Twitter is linked to something that's part of everyday vocabulary.
Facts.
To change that to X is like complete, like you're just trying to get rid of the company. Like I don't
know why they did that.
see why you would. That is one of the biggest parts of Twitter. The birds, that blue bird is like you don't see it anymore.
Like
It's like McDonald's.
tweet, like it's a
like
very, very big
McDonald's.
thing. I don't know why they're doing that.
You can't change the biggest part of your brand.
Let me tell you
and say you want to rebrand to something else and think you're still going to be on top of the world.
This is what I'm going to say to shut that down.
What?
Donald Trump became president. Anything can happen.
No, I don't think that's fair.
Anything can happen. This
Fair.
world, no, honestly, this world is so ever changing. You can't look. It's unpredictable. You might not ever think of it, but so much shit in this world in the past 5 years, have been so unpredictable that anything could happen.
Yes, but you also got to remember this year. Do you know how hard and how impossible it is to become a household brand to the point where it's like everyone knows you?
Money.
Like that is something which takes years and the brightest idea ever. And when you come in and take something that already had that status to try and make it something else, and you're changing it completely, it's not possible. I don't think it's possible.
There's only two things I can say in regards to what he's done. One, he's insane and he has a big plan.
I'm not sure if he's insane.
No, like when I mean insane, I'm talking about, you know, when they talk about people that are like heavily like imaginative and creative and they call them insane. He probably has this idea of what he's trying to do. Or he's got so much money that he can just play about with wherever he wants.
I feel like it's more the latter. I can't lie to you. He's wasting everyone's time and come out of it.
This is coming from the person that made PayPal, Tesla, SpaceX. He's not dumb. He's not a dumb guy.
Nobody's saying that he's dumb at all. I don't think it's that, but I definitely think in some instances he's shown that he's got more money than sense. Because you didn't need, 100%. Because the thing is, even with him coming in and buying Twitter, I'm not necessarily against all of that stuff. He hasn't done anything yet, but as you've come in, he's made so many changes that have messed up Twitter. For example, like the whole, that stupid decision to like crunch down on data and like limit people's tweets to seeing 600 a day, and like the way in which he chose to, like, obviously Elon Musk is coming in with like a money making mind, which is fine, but it was like he was laying off essential staff, and then there was another thing that he did when he what was it that he did recently? Like one of the first things that he did,
the blue tick, paying for blue tick.
Yes, Twitter Blue, and that whole saga, and like taking away people's verified things and then giving people the option to become verified if you pay, which is no issue. Like obviously I can see they're trying to make money and stuff, but it got to a point where it was like people were able to make accounts, and like it was I think someone created like a fake president page and like was saying certain things, and it's like just so much trouble has been caused, and like, it didn't have to be this way if you weren't just like acting like a mad genius over something that was working just fine before you came along.
He will turn around and argue that it's just teething pains, and it's like it's just stuff that comes with rebrands and all
that's
that kind
what
of stuff.
I was gonna say.
I just can't see past. I can't see how this rebrand that he's trying to do right now could ever look good on Twitter or whatever he wants to call it now.
For me, I am indifferent to this. I'm in the middle. For me, I just feel like it's either one or two things. Like you said, it might be someone that's got money and he's just toying about with things. Another option is like he was saying, and you was gonna say, oh, people are gonna say it's just teething pains. He is new to this. As much as he is the most successful man in the world right now, he's still new to this. And even Jeff Bezos talks about, when he's talking about Amazon, he talks about how many iterations, how many mistakes that they make on a daily basis that people don't see. Obviously, you're seeing this because this is a big platform. But all I'm trying to say is that he's probably still trying to figure this out, figure out what his strategy is for Twitter or X now. But this could be the demise of Twitter/X, and people might go to Threads, or he might have a genius idea and then X might be one of the best platforms out there. You never know. Anyway, moving on to the next list.
That will be edited out.
The next thing on the list is summer. Okay, as you can see outside, it's about 15 degrees outside.
Yes.
And it's still going down. Just a few weeks ago, I can say, actually, about a month ago, we were seeing highs of about 30 degrees.
Yeah.
29 degrees, 28 degrees, week after week after week after week, going into the office, wearing shirts for some of us. Sweating from the time you come out, we're sweating buckets. You can't even think of an outfit because by the time you go outside, you're sweating on your clothes. You have to come back in. You can't go to the event no more. But summer is not summer anymore
At all.
We know with the UK is unpredictable. But this bitch unpredictable.
This has been some mess, let me tell you.
This is a pack of ass. Barbecues on delay.
It's very, very sad what's happening in the rest of Europe right now with like just the craziness in terms of like forest fires and it just being like
it's crazy.
Europe is on fire right now. But it's like I saw a picture and I was
global warming.
I was like, when I saw the weather map, Europe is red. The UK was blue. I was just like, you're literally
specifically
next door.
us.
Like,
don't know what the deal is.
What the heck is going on? And the thing is, the reason why I'm not complaining is because of how bad it is out in the EU right now, with all these countries that are just having forest fires and all sorts going on.
But you can do with a bit of heat.
I could do with a little bit of heat.
I could do with a little bit of heat.
Yeah.
Let's balance
not from a bushfire, but you know what I mean.
But once again, it's very weird. Once again, it's very weird for me because I'm seeing a lot of rain in the UK, but it's just not
passing
going to those countries. Like, is that pass on? Like,
yeah,
you know, like,
just throw some buckets there.
I said you want the London rain to help the fire in Greece.
It just doesn't make it's a complete weather anomaly. I just don't get how this is possible.
When the UK is crying, it cries.
Yeah. When it rains, it
cries. It cries.
Yeah. So off the back of this, you see how the weather is. This is clearly global warming. Like this is a mess.
Global warming.
So with that, with all of that being said, do you now blame Just Stop Oil for the mess that they do?
No, I definitely do.
You know the people that like lie down in front of cars
on the floor.
And, you know.
Yes, I definitely do blame them.
You're fucking up with my journey.
Yeah, I blame them. Why
are you on the road for?
I blame them.
Listen, me personally, if I ever got caught like in that mess, please God, don't do it, please.
Don't test me, please.
But if I ever did, I'd say fair enough, man. You man run your stuff. I'll leave my car there and crack on. I'll come back when it's all done.
Oh, crack on when you're on the M25 and you're at junction 10. Where are you gonna crack on?
I'll put an air tag in my car.
You're gonna sit with the cow's moon on the side.
I'll hitch a ride on the other side. I'm crossing over and I'm saying, buddy,
you don't know.
Drop me off at junction 2.
The M25 is a circle, so you're stuck. What are you talking about?
Let me tell you something about them Just Stop Oil people. Is that I will never ever be able to be on your side. I'm sorry, I just can't.
But how do you expect them to change the world if they can't disrupt things?
Yeah, go change the world at those businesses, dog. We're on the road trying to live our lives.
You know what's mad? 90% of them have cars and they take fuel.
It's just the thing is, for me, it's getting a bit mad now because I get.
How did they get there?
I do get it. I get what you're doing. I get it.
Right.
But like. F off, like for real.
Damn.
Like, you're blocking roads. You're stopping people from going to hospitals. You are just causing crazy traffic. And you know how annoying it is when you don't have the car that you can sit in traffic just yet. My car is not a G-Wag. I haven't got the space and the energy to be sitting in this car for 10 hours because you want to do yourself on the road. Like
I could be claustrophobic.
Like for real, like
especially in my car.
If they're gonna take your hand off, rip your hand off at this point, I don't care because you decide to glue your hand to that ground. I saw a video of the police trying to scrape someone's hand off, and the guy's like, I was like, yes, indeed, and it's gonna pain you.
They
just want to be stupid.
They should have kicked you.
Let it pain you, like for real. I don't care at this point.
No,
I don't wish harm. I don't wish harm to any of these people. But you do your hand to the floor, you're gonna get ripped off, and if your hand stays there, good on you.
But the good thing is, this guy could be the maddest criminal because there's no fingerprints.
There's no fingerprints, but he has no hand now because it's on the floor. It's on the A2.
That is.
Do you know what? Can I just say? I was watching Law and Order once, and there was a serial killer that actually burned off all his fingertips so he could get away with murder.
100%.
It worked.
It works though. It does work.
In the show, you will get caught.
Anyway, summer isn't summer anymore, guys. Wear your shorts. Go out like me, like I did on the weekend, and it will just rain on you.
They did say that we're not going to get high temperatures anymore this summer.
I don't see that.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening. Let me ask you guys something though.
How
do you guys feel about being outside right now?
I'm okay not being outside.
Do you know, I think it's because of where I am in life right now that I'm okay to chill because life is life right now.
If things are expensive.
It's not even things are expensive. I got shit to do. That's why I had to take a step back. But based on what is available to me in regards to going out, it's all a pack of ass.
I mean, really and truly, I was telling you yesterday that I haven't been out in a while.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling it. I do feel like I haven't been out in a while. And it feels very weird to me.
Yeah.
At the same time, I think I did put something on my Instagram story at the beginning of summer. I was just like, it's going to be a very expensive summer. So who is actually going to be outside? And I agree with that. I agree with that message because really and truly, it's expensive to be outside.
Do you know what, yeah?
It really is.
I need to also say this, yeah, is that it's... Yes, inflation. Yes, it's expensive.
Yeah.
But in the grand scheme of things, and I'm talking from a place of being privileged.
Of course.
And I'm talking about people that are in the
similar situation.
That it's not that expensive.
Okay, let me tell you something. Let me put it this way. Let me put it in a way that we may understand. Okay, we go out 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
Let's take ourselves back to 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Buy a round of drinks, buy a few drinks for ourselves, etc. Have fun. Buy some food in the night. How much do you think we probably would have spent that night?
100. Shisha as well.
Yeah, each. How much do you think each?
If you're buying a round or two, and you get shisha, £70.
£70. Okay. So I went to a bar recently, a bar that I've been to about 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
Around
4 or 5, nigga. That's pre-COVID.
Okay. Sorry, no. Was it pre-COVID? Yeah, I think it was actually a year before.
This
COVID.
guy's talking.
It was when
ancient times.
When interest rates were 0.5%.
Only compare it, and trust me, it'll still shock you because prices were not rising this way 10 years ago.
All right.
Anyway, so back then I think I bought a round and I spent about £40 at night, and I still had two or three drinks additional. I tried to buy a round at this place and I had to question myself because that first round was £40.
Okay.
Compared to the fact that I spent £40 that whole night buying a round and 3 additional drinks.
Okay, no, but Toby, you need to be for real.
Why?
Because tell me how you expected to buy a round of drinks and shisha and spend £40.
No, so
when the shisha itself is £30 these days, 2 flavors. If you get the exotic flavor frozen raspberry, you're talking 35.
When we get shisha, we share the shisha.
Shout out Jay's Link Up. We went to a Jay's Link Up. And I remember me and Michael were very shocked that time because we thought we spent a lot. We spent £60 each that night.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is not how much we're spending right now.
Yeah.
No, look.
Guaranteed.
The prices have increased. Yes.
And that's what I'm saying. So I'm not saying that you can't do it every other time, but trying to compare a summer last year or summer the year before that, can you maintain that same summer now in this climate?
Can I maintain the summer? Yes. Is it expensive? Is it more expensive? Yes. Have I felt the massive difference while being outside?
Yes.
Not really.
You haven't?
I'll be real.
As
not
a
really.
woman.
Maybe it's because I don't buy drinks.
Okay.
All
right then.
But
you can't speak to women.
I went out yesterday. I was in Hackney. Buzzing area.
That drink was like £5, man.
It was £10
for a drink.
It was £11 actually.
And what drink did you get?
I got a margarita.
A cocktail.
Yeah, £11.
£11 cocktail.
And it was in those small cups as well.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a shot. A shot of lime juice.
Whatever. I got my wave. I got my wave, and I got a free Coke as well too.
Oh, well.
With all of that being said, it's not
charge
to
the guy
say
double for that Coke.
It's not to say 2 times 0. Help me out. I don't know. No, look, I understand.
You don't even know where to go.
I do. I understand that things are more expensive, and I don't like talking about money because I can afford to live through the cost of living crisis. That's my truth.
No, 100%.
And I'm grateful to God. I don't want to speak on it because I won't be able to speak
Justify.
I won't be able to speak on the side of things of like, it's hard out here.
Yeah.
It is hard out here.
It
it's
is.
definitely more expensive. I've spoken about my groceries before. But as far as being outside, has the price changed to a point where I won't go outside anymore because things are more expensive? No, it's not that.
Because for me, your life.
I think the thing for me, the shift for me in terms of being outside,
it's how often she goes outside.
Let me tell you guys, the shift for me in terms of being outside is not necessarily how much it costs or how tired I am or whatever. I just don't think things are the same out there anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
Something is up. I truly can't work out. I don't think it's
I know it's
I don't think it's the money.
Do you know you could say 30 is looming, but you are approaching it as well.
I was saying 30 is looming.
30 is looming, maybe.
30 is looming.
Do you know what I honestly believe is because
is this what it is?
No, it's not.
Has to be.
Is this old age?
No, do you know? It's not old age because old age is like it's a mental thing.
Yes.
But what I'm trying to say Yeah, no, it's
You're only as young as you feel. We are old.
100%. No, 100%. No, we need to say that because when you get past the age of 29, you have to say that to yourself because realistically, you're not 15, you're not 20. So
okay. I'm not trying to hear that shit.
all right, okay.
That's not what I meant. Let's move on.
Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that like he said, the streets ain't the way it used to be. I also believe is that like you said, we're all getting older now. So priorities, you need to put priorities in place.
I agree. Priorities is a big thing too. That has added to me not being outside like that. It is true. There's stuff that I want to get done. So the money that I would have been spending outside had to be kept inside.
It has to be kept inside. In the piggy bank.
Yeah, it has to be kept
in
inside.
the piggy bank. Let that grow.
Hey, for the rainy day fund.
Let that grow.
And it's been raining. It's been raining.
Yes.
But yeah, let me touch on this one real quick. I'm not going to touch on... Anyway, I'm going to say this quickly. In and Out Like a Fart. Nocta, Tech Fleece, July 27th.
Coming
if
out.
any of you want it. Yep. It's like a Tiffany blue. Yeah, bye.
Like
anyway,
it.
next thing on the list, and this one's going to go like a fart as well, is Travis Scott has a signature trainer.
And it's ugly.
And it's...
I thought Travis Scott was going to quit with the trainers. Why is he back?
Why?
Do you know what's so
With
mad?
this mess?
Do you know what's so mad? Have you seen the back of the trainer?
I don't want to because I saw the side.
It's not even a Jordan sign. It's a man that's doing this.
Is it Jordan?
No, they've changed the sign for him.
Oh, it's got.
So what? Him? Straight up?
It is. You know when he jumps? Yeah, that's exactly it. Look at it on the phone.
Did you see the Nike swoosh on the side? It looked very.
No, it's like
It looks like a sample.
skinny.
It looks like a sample. Something ain't right.
they still haven't got it right yet. Anyway,
I don't know, but why?
Yeah, I don't
because
know.
they still haven't got it right yet.
Lord, I like the golf trainers though. The golf ones are cool.
Yeah, but they're just like a normal Jordan.
That's what I'm
one.
like. I thought you said goodbye. Like I was okay with that being
Yeah,
the
we
last
did
pair.
have
You know,
the last-
you
the last
can't
farewell.
believe that guy, man. Anyway, next thing on the list, is the music section.
Ooh.
Okay, so we've got some new music for you guys.
Yes, sir.
So as we spoke about in our last episode, we spoke about J Hus. J Hus has finally released Beautiful and Brutal Yard.
Yes, sir.
Which is number one at the moment.
It
shout
is
out to
number
J
one.
Hus.
It is number one, and his single with Drake is also number one as well.
Who told you bad man don't dance?
Yeah, no, I understand why. I could get
It's
jiggy
J
with it.
Hus, who we haven't heard in how many years, and it's Drake.
It's hype. It's hype.
Who else was the number one spot going to go to?
But let's
Sponsor?
touch on this. Let's touch on this real quick because we need to get onto the main episode. So, top 3 songs from the album.
I will happily tell you. First of all, a big shout out to TSB.
TSB.
For executive producing another number one album. I believe he's done that before, but yeah, big shout out to TSB for that one and all the producers on that. Big shout out to PTJ, IO. There's a few people did their thing on that album. Now,
Yeah, they had quite a few great producers on there.
they did. I just tried to open Spotify so that I can get a list of the
increasing
songs.
the blood
£10.99.
clot price.
And Apple have done it too. Apple have changed their iCloud price from $6.99 to $8.99.
Do you know
Do
you know what's so
I'm
mad?
lowering my storage because you're buying it.
Do you know what's so mad? That isn't going to affect me anyway. Because I just checked out work. I get discount on Microsoft subscription. So that £5.
What's Microsoft
Is that
about to do
family?
for your iCloud?
It's going to reduce the cost that I pay, and that money can then be funneled to those payments.
Sorry. What?
Still trying to understand.
is? Oh wait, wait. You
Okay.
pay for Microsoft?
Yes, I do pay for
Wait, don't you
Microsoft.
pay for it?
The hell?
They take £7.99 from me every month.
We need to start sharing our profiles.
You
This
can't-
is
you
why
can't share
black
it, I
people don't get rich because they don't share their equity. What's going on?
But this is the reason why, because people like you in the black community are holding this
Sorry,
knowledge
I
and
just-
sharing that knowledge.
What I had to share, I just had to say that one time.
Wait, have you got the family office package?
What for?
Why are you looking at me? I don't pay for this.
Oh, I do.
You got family?
Yeah, I got
You have
family.
up to 5 users.
Yes.
This is why people in the black community
what
start
I'm
sharing
saying.
their equity.
Everyone puts the knowledge in a book. That's how black people, they don't read.
Yeah, we need to share that one.
Anyway, sorry.
Rich dad, poor dad.
I really hate when people say stupid stuff like that.
So dumb.
If you want to put knowledge where black people will find it, put it in a book because
It's
they
so
don't
dumb.
read. Shut.
Yo, dumb ass ain't read.
Oh God.
They
All
were
I told you I
definitely-
didn't read.
They were definitely being
I
racist.
told you I didn't read.
Where's this coming from? Anyway, okay, sorry. Back to the album. My
go.
top 3, yeah. Casey's top 3 for Beautiful and Brutal Yard. Massacre,
Yep.
Okay.
number 1.
My top 3 is
Straight
Casey's
at the
top
bat.
3.
Okay.
Fair.
Massacre. Number 2, Come Look. I think that song is absolutely sensational. I also think it is heavily underrated. So Come Look is there. And my third and final, I'm shy. Palm Tree probably.
I thought you were going to say that Georgia Smith song.
What am I doing that for?
That song was a great song. It was a great song.
Yeah, people like it. I'm not a fan.
That's cool.
That's not mine.
Your opinion.
Yeah, so I think my top 3 for right now, as of today, is Massacre for damn sure, Palm Tree, and Come Look. Yes.
What about yourself?
Doesn't exist.
That's it.
Fair.
That is it.
Michael, what's your top 3?
I said, because obviously we listened to it, it's the same as yours.
Massacre, Palm Tree, and what? What about Georgia Smith?
It's an honourable mention. Because there's other songs better than that, though.
Yeah. What did you say, Toby?
No, you said what about Jordan Smith? I said what about Jordan
What about her?
So, anyway.
No, shout out her. I'm sure she did a good job, but no,
She did.
sorry.
No,
I'm sure she did a good
That was
job.
so rude. She did a good job.
And imagine if we wanted to get Georgia Smith onto the episode. Remember
still
when that
can.
girl
That
said
doesn't
that?
matter. She did a good job.
she
I
did.
really like Teenage Fantasy though. I'm listening to that. That's a Georgia number.
Anyway, next thing on the list. Babyface
Alright.
Ray. My dog. My baby.
My dog.
Babyface Ray released an album. It's called Summer Is Mine. Now, look, I love Babyface Ray,
Yeah.
just like the other guy.
Yeah.
Right.
But the summer is not yours. The reason why the summer is not his is because there are a few great songs on that.
Great or good?
Good.
Good.
There are a few good songs on that album, but Babyface Ray, yeah. You Detroit rappers,
Yeah, it's not Babyface Ray, it's Detroit.
lazy ass.
Lazy-
I just went to the shop and I bought that field.
No.
Oh, when I got a gun and I shot him in the head and he died on the floor. Oh no! Next day I went to the mom and I called my mom and then I got what the heck?
Babyface Ray is my guy, yeah. But the flow, yeah, when it's good, it's great.
It's cold.
When it's not what you need to
hippity
hear,
hop.
you are wasting my time, big dog.
You know what? Yeah.
You are wasting my time.
You know when we saw how Wizkid records his songs?
Yeah.
That is how I thought he would have sounded.
Got a flip flop, make a tic tac, got a Rolex.
I'm from the
Rolex,
Bay,
don't
I'm the
stop.
Detroit, when a little
I'm
meat
from the
in the
Bay.
corner, it's high.
Tell them what the business is. I got Lil Meech
So wait,
and Big Meech free
Don't
up.
put what the business is on here.
How many songs did you guys save in total?
2 or 3. Yeah.
That's fair.
3, and then how many songs in there? Like 10?
Ah,
The album,
didn't even look.
Like 10.
No, I mean,
But
I'm
the
still gonna
notable
whittle mine
songs.
down. I'm still whittling mine down. There's 16 songs on the album.
Oh, you do
16.
too much, man.
No,
There's
no, no.
yeah,
I've-
16
I've,
songs.
No, I haven't saved 16.
Oh.
I've saved 4.
Okay,
But I'm
okay.
still
okay.
whittling it down.
Yeah.
So Scarface, I really enjoy. Good thing because it's the first song on the album and don't have to waste time. Scarface is, I like that one. Big Meech Holiday as
Yeah,
well.
that
I
was
think
a
I
good
like
one.
Jack Boys. I can't remember.
That was a good one as well.
I Can't Rap Forever is a really good one as
Yep.
well. Didn't mind that. And I think I like Donderbag as well.
Interesting.
I'll need to listen to that again. And one is that I-75. I'm guessing that's a road in Detroit. All Star Team obviously is a single. I love All Star Team. Sorry, that one just reminds me of skate park, 80s. It's Detroit. What up, though? Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Wow.
I'm up there with them.
That's interesting.
It's sick that it's similar. Can I say similar? Because I was gonna say it's nice that the US have so many. Obviously, their states. Everyone's got their own flow. Like there's actually their own flow.
Yeah, that's a Detroit sound.
Yeah, I was gonna say is that similar for the UK?
Well, kind of, because this is what we were saying before about how like grime is so like whatever. But I don't think it's done by area.
That's what I was gonna say.
I don't
But
think it's done by
so,
area.
you know.
North
Because
London
in
definitely.
Northwest London,
Northwest London's American.
they are from the Bay.
Is it because they dress the way they
No,
dress?
They
no.
sound like
Look at the way
bomb.
Nines and Scrap
Bomb.
rap.
Bomb.
Who raps like them?
No one else raps.
Who
like
raps like anyone from Northwest
them.
London?
No one raps like
Fair.
them at all.
Fair.
And then Southman. Who rap like Southman?
Eastman be rapping like Southman sometimes.
Fair. Very fair.
And Westman don't have a particular sound either.
Well, when you say West, it's still like
Do you know what,
Northwest.
yeah?
No, West is Digger D,
No.
AJ Tracy, and Central C. Stop being disrespectful
West-
to where you are
No.
born and raised.
Shout out West Music.
No, you weren't even raised there. That's why.
Don't do that. Don't take
You
it back.
weren't raised in West London.
I was raised
You
in
weren't.
West
Man,
London up to the
White
age of,
Sea
like,
Estate, you
7
see
or
me.
8.
Boy, boy.
To what time till he was 7 years old?
Nah, man.
Run the block, man. man. It doesn't count. It
You don't
does not
understand.
count.
7 years
It does
old.
not count.
Drillers on the roof.
Yeah, actually
at the
doesn't
age
count.
of 5. Are you kidding me,
Squirt
bro?
guns in them.
Changing bike chains
All
at the age
doing
of
roll
2.
bounce on the roads.
You understand? In my nappy, change.
At
Look,
the age of 2.
they'll be like, boo.
We were out here riding
Like,
mopeds.
Mia, you gonna come in?
Yeah,
No, right now, mum. I'm changing a bike chain.
Yeah, but
Mopeds
keep
on-
that milk
on
for
the
me later.
roadside. Hey, hold that.
When you come back inside, yum milk.
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
Yo, B, you gonna change that chain? Yeah, don't
No,
drink
right now
that
my
milk.
mum's breastfeeding me. Oh man.
Next thing on the
Did you
list.
do your top 3 for the album?
For which one?
For Babyface Razor? Oh, you did yours.
There's no need.
I've got to put honorable mention Fly Gods. I enjoy
Okay.
that song.
I hear it.
Yeah, I enjoy
I hear
that
it.
song.
Shout out Babyface Ray, man. I've
Nah,
always got love for him.
yeah,
I've always got time for him. I
100%,
can't lie.
100%. What a
What up,
business
though?
is.
Yeah, what the
No.
business is.
Babyface Ray is a great rapper.
Is What the Business is Babyface Ray's best song? It's my favorite.
It's one of his. That Tunnel Vision is crazy. Blood.
Which one's Tunnel Vision again? All I can hear is All Star Team in my head.
What
I
is
can't
it?
hear
Something. I'm trying to perfect my craft. Blah 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 blah. They don't want me to last.
Need you to sing it, man. All right, what's next?
Anyway, next thing on the list is Quavo is going to be releasing an album. We don't know when the album's going to come out, but it's called Rocket Power.
Is it called Rocket Power or Rocket?
Rocket Power.
Did you add the power? Be honest.
Rocket
Be
Power.
honest, because the last time I checked, it was called Rocket.
called Rocket.
I'm
It's called
99.99%.
Rocket.
I could actually bet my wages that it was
It's
called Rocket.
But do you know what's so mad is that I'm telling you, when he talks about our Rocket Power, so I'm going to call it Rocket Power.
I don't think
He might as well call it Rocket Power.
He called it Rocket Power.
You. So
I bet my wages.
Lever, when that
All
salary
bets are all made in jest here at Happy
talking
We
about?
don't do
What
that.
you
And
talking
nothing is
about?
legally binding.
on the 28th,
Check
I'm
T's
a
and
rich
C's.
man.
he calls it Rocket Power.
I'm a rich man.
It's actually called Rocket Power. Oh. Yeah.
Oh,
Just
money walks.
It do be walking.
Money walks.
It's called Rocket Power. It's an LP.
Wow.
It's an LP and it's coming out August the 4th.
Sometimes I'm actually saying to myself, I should be at A&R.
Just be quiet. Just be quiet there.
I don't know
Just be
about all
quiet
that
there.
nonsense. Anyway, what's next on the
Anyway,
Please.
next thing on the list
Oh,
is...
Drake's album's coming out as well too in a couple of weeks.
Drake?
Yeah, called For the Dogs.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
So
do you know
moist, man.
that album, yeah? That album is going to have Central C, it's going to have Stormzy, it's going to have Heady One, it's going to have Nines,
One.
it's going to have Alhan. It's
Why Alhan?
All right.
for the gang.
Speaking of
6.
Drake and Central C.
Haven't watched
Yeah,
it yet.
so Drake and Central C did a freestyle.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
on Radar. No, it's not Radar, but
On
it's
the radar.
on the radar. Now, the freestyle,
Distinguish.
who spun who? Yeah,
Combination.
Who spun who?
Combination.
Low key, it was Central C. Central
Drake.
C spun Drake a little tiny bit for
Are you
me.
surprised?
No, I'm very surprised what she's saying. 'cause
Oh,
I'm
you
saying
don't
Drake.
agree? You think Drake spun
Of
Central
course.
C? Maybe I should listen to it again, yeah? But Drake's bit was fantastic to me.
Are you hearing this girl? Well, look at what you're saying.
Just because one spun the other doesn't mean the other person didn't do a good job.
You are really acting like Mitch right now.
Oh
Right.
shit, man!
No.
that gun wasn't mine.
Hear me out, hear me
my
out.
dad is a big guy. I'm
Get
saying-
out, man. Listen, I think Drake did an amazing job. But I just think with the beat, because the beat's quite fast, I just think Central C did a great job. I
Drake
remember.
couldn't keep up?
Yeah, but, no. He did a good job.
No,
but the thing about Drake here,
did.
Drake be saying rubbish all the time sometimes.
yeah.
And I remember hearing a stupid line and I was like, you're pissing me off. And also, when you said combination, why are you talking like that?
One
You're
thing
being weird.
Before we go into the main topic here, one thing about Drake that I need to
Combination.
trying to comprehend is I understand that what's that guy that Quavo and Offset went at?
Jay Prince.
Yeah, I know Jay Prince is his bodyguard.
Yeah.
So he feels like he can talk crud on this music. But this nigga will get slapped like a bitch.
Like, you're not that guy. So why do you keep... Me and my dad's got big...
Look, yeah, no one take this the
Like-
wrong way.
I'm
because
gonna
I feel
put
like it might be universal. Like, if we got listeners in this area, please don't take it the wrong way.
From Canada.
Yes, I think it's Canadians. I think it's Canadians. Full stop.
No, you know what? No, I don't.
man.
Yeah.
All sport, like it's just really weird
Like, trust
mixed
me,
up.
like-
Like everyone
Go on.
is just Canadian,
You want me to get the
Irish,
WAP?
Jamaican.
But the thing is, we can't be too hard
British.
because majority of people that are in Canada have. What's the word I'm going to use?
Okay, let's take a sample.
Integrated.
Let's take a sample.
Yes, thank you.
Let's take a
They've
sample.
exported themselves there.
Let's take a sample of the Canadian artists
It's a
that are
melting
out
pot.
there, yeah? Tory Lanez. Moist.
And
Drake. Moist. Who else is out there?
Justin Bieber was a rapper for a couple of years.
Justin Bieber.
what's that?
Who else is there?
What's that guy with the auto tune?
Roy Woods.
No, the other guy.
Is he Canadian? Because he could go there.
Yeah.
What's the other
Moist.
guy? Because I don't want to say it.
Who else?
The Asian guy.
Nav.
Yeah.
Is he from
I don't
Canada?
know if he's from Canada, is
No,
he?
he's from Toronto.
No, he's not from
yes.
Canada because he's you've
Yes.
answered so many questions.
There you go. Pandora's
No,
box has
he's
been opened.
not. He's not.
Yeah, he is. I swear. Nav is a Canadian rapper
you go.
and record producer.
So you're starting to get the idea of what's from Canada. I don't know.
Oh,
I mean,
brother.
they all have done very well in their field.
Yeah, he was born in 1989.
He's 40.
Nav.
I'm
joking. He's
guy, man. I was like, what kind of calculation?
I know.
Close enough though.
1989.
30, whatever.
But yeah, so you can see what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you can see the upbringing.
I'm not saying that you're all like this, but your sample is giving.
But do you know one
issue.
One thing I will say about Canada, the people there are quite cool.
Have you been?
No.
Well then,
It's from
let's
the
go on to
people.
the next topic.
It's from the people that I follow that are in Canada.
So you're talking about what they show on Instagram.
Toby.
All right, let's
Toby.
move on to the next
Toby.
point, please.
Really? Anyway,
We love our Canadian listeners, by the way.
Whatever, Toby. We're gonna get on to the main topic.
Tell a friend.
Yes, please.
We're gonna go on to the main topic. I was gonna say something so violent there, but I'm not gonna do it.
No, please. Let's get into the
I'm
main
gonna say
topic.
something so violent.
Hold your mouth.
Anyway, so we had a conversation before this episode, and we're just talking about our favorite shows.
Yes, sir.
We've watched, well, between me and Kesi, we've watched a number of shows, but Toby himself has watched every single show that's on Netflix, Amazon, Apple TV,
Yep.
and either on
Even Hulu, Sha.
Streamio and all
That's
that
actually
stuff.
true.
Now
I've watched
TV.
people on Hulu. Let me first of all give away my secret. To all you that complain that you cannot watch a TV show, that's a lie. You can always watch a TV show. All you have to do is watch it whilst you're on the train, whilst you're in the toilet, whilst you're sleeping, whilst you're awake, whilst you walk outside, whilst you're inside, whilst you're cooking, whilst you're taking that nap.
Yes.
It can always be playing at some point. You don't have to visually see everything, but you have to.
But guys,
Let me just tell you that.
he left off the small print. When you asked Toby, do you remember when this happened? Did that happen? That is the response you're going to
remember.
get.
But
I don't remember seeing that
but
one time.
I remember the show.
You remember that, Toby?
shut up.
And I
Toby.
remember how good it is.
Toby, it's like you ordering a pizza. You remember the name of the pizza, but you don't remember the toppings.
You
Shut your
guys,
mouth.
you remember that meme, yeah, of that guy that said, "Oh, he's the world's fastest reader," and he reads the book. That's Toby watching all 24 seasons of Law and Order.
So we've got a few questions that we are going to ask, and the purpose of this is for you guys to have a better idea of the type of shows that we watch.
And what we like.
Yep, and also some shows that you guys have probably not even watched.
I'm just screaming, yeah, because we've got the main topic here, and it's called Top Trumpets.
That was your fault, isn't it? You put that there.
No,
It was you that did it.
if you don't, I'll get close now.
Anyway, first question. Top 3 TV shows of all time. I'm going to start first. In no order. Peaky Blinders.
What? The F?
Top 3.
Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders was a great show. You need to really think about Peaky Blinders and everything that we went through with Peaky
I'm gonna put that
Blinders.
somewhere else now.
Okay.
The Boys
Okay.
Oh, wow.
and Snowfall.
Okay. Okay. All right. My top 3 shows of all time: Game of Thrones,
It was too easy.
Breaking Bad,
Even worse.
Okay, of all time. Okay,
Even-
cool. Of all
Game
time.
of Thrones, Breaking Bad, and I could not decide between Snowfall and The Boys, but I am leaning more towards. I can't. I hold them in equal standing.
It will have to be Snowfall. Come on.
I was more inclined to say The Boys, but the only reason why I don't feel like I can say The Boys is because they're only 3 seasons deep,
Yeah.
and it's not fair. And Snowfall is finished.
Snowfall is finished, But what you need to also ask yourself, which one captured you more?
So, Toby, you say your top 3 and we'll come back.
Because we are saying of all time, remember?
Of all time.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
No, I'm not including sitcoms, my guy.
TV shows,
TV show. Because I even had Simpsons.
Sitcoms. What are you doing?
TV show, TV show.
No,
but this is why I said like series.
You should have read the blueprint, Toby.
The TV shows,
No, what is mad? Because I sat.
That's
down.
why I was very shocked at what you guys are saying.
No. But because I really thought about this, and I took on the fact that these shows were made whenever they were made, and these shows. So obviously, there's higher budgets here.
What happened?
Lean into your mic, my guy.
Oh, sorry.
I thought you've lost his train of thought. I said, what? I was trying to find on the table or something.
I was trying to signal subtly, yeah?
So I was like, what's going on here? So wait, the budgets are bigger.
Okay.
Majority of the time, automatically, the show is going to be a lot better.
Okay, fair.
So if we're not going to do sitcoms, I'll remove it.
Cool.
But I don't mind if you include it, whatever.
I'll remove it. Okay, because there's still others on the list. So Suits.
I was going to put that there.
Top
3
of all time. I can watch that again. I've watched it 4 times already.
So you're telling me, go.
But you just finished calling Canadian people moist, and that's your top 3 shows.
Continue.
You see it there, guys.
Continue.
C. Apple TV
come
C.
on.
No, watch, because I'm going to catch him. Don't worry.
Okay.
And then The Boys.
Okay, now what I'm going to say to you right now, yeah.
What?
The reason why C can't be top 3.
Why?
Is because of the way it ended. Anyway, on to
No,
you.
I'm sorry. That's bullshit.
Right.
Okay,
That's
let
rubbish.
me tell you what the father did.
No, I'm sorry. Cause that's another question that we can get onto. We can get on that later.
Okay, cool. Let Kesi say
We can get on that later.
You said your own.
Yes.
C.
What am I saying?
See the rubbish.
See the what? See the rubbish. What was your top 3 again?
Peaky Blinders, Snowfall, and the Boys.
Flipping Blinders.
Are you kidding me?
You are nuts. Go on. Say what you want to say. Peaky flipping Blinders.
Think about Peaky Blinders.
Oi,
Think
mate.
about Peaky Blinders.
F off.
First of all, don't reduce Peaky Blinders to Oi, mate, because
It's been reduced and it can be reduced further.
The reason
Nonsense.
why. The reason why.
Peaky flipping Blinders.
Do you know the reason
by
why?
order of the Peaky fucking Blinders.
I don't think you understand. Do you know how crazy Peaky Blinders is?
Yes.
Okay.
Crazy terrible.
So relax.
It's not good.
Relax. You're talking rubbish, man.
Coming from 2 people that still watch EastEnders. Let's continue.
Hey, man.
Let's continue, please.
First of all, that draw out was so necessary because you're actually trying to use it as a stain on my character. And
I'm not gonna lie. Even EastEnders could have been on here as well because the way the shows are racking up these days, blood. What's his name? That con artist. Tell me, this guy's so
Rocky.
Oh, mate.
Rocky or Ravi? Hey, man. Anyway, look, man. Look. I would like to rationalize my top 3s, if that's okay. Yeah. I don't think I need to rationalize Game of Thrones. Everyone says it's their favorite show for obvious reasons. The reason why, even though that last season was really, really bad,
the last 2 were bad.
Genuinely some of the worst decisions.
Is why they make it for me.
Yeah, I think the first 5 seasons. It do be carrying it through for me.
It's not the way you started, the way you finished, and it finished poor. Next one.
True say, but I'm keeping it there. Yeah, Breaking Bad. I think sometimes when people say that it's someone's favorite too many times, it puts a corny juice on the show.
Yeah,
I think that some of the storylines that I saw in that held me, captivated me, drew me in. And I just want to highlight as well that The Wire is a show that tends to come up in conversation for people's top 3. I have not watched the show. We'll come back to that later.
100%.
So it could not be included. However, for me, I think that Breaking Bad, like the way that it touches on like classism, the way it touches on drugs, the way it touches on like the whole narrative of like it being the unlikely suspect, waiting for him to get caught, bro. The whole La Pollos and Manos
So let me ask you a question.
situation.
These 2 shows, which are very similar in storyline, which one's better, Snowfall or Breaking Bad?
Breaking Bad. But I would never compare them. I would never compare them. That's not
guys,
right.
For the rest of the show, I will be talking to the window.
I wouldn't compare them. I don't feel like it's fair to be compared.
Shall I tell you the issue with me and Breaking Bad and what's the other one you said?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. So my Game of Thrones, put that aside because I actually really enjoy Game of Thrones. Breaking Bad on the other side was a Goliath of a TV show which everyone was talking about at one point. I never started off then. I had to watch it after. So I watched it in my own time once it was all done with everyone else. Yeah, and I got through it after a very, very hard. It was hard.
That's it, man.
It wasn't easy.
Even to this day, I haven't watched it.
It wasn't easy for me to sit there and watch every single episode like it was for me to watch Game of Thrones and other TV shows.
Fair.
Watch Prison Break.
So I'm going to come to that one later because I didn't finish it. But Breaking Bad for me is that yes, there's a lot of good storytelling in it for sure. Can't fault them, but I just felt like it was everyone hyped up to be this TV show which was so captivating, and I never felt that.
Yeah,
not once.
Same.
Fair.
Not the way I felt it with Snowfall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think they're two different shows.
They are.
Even though I answer so quickly, they're not to be compared to me.
100%.
I just don't.
They're
think
not
you
to be
should
compared.
them.
But I feel like the one thing that for me that stands the test of time with TV shows is if it captivates me.
Yeah.
And every single episode, I'm very, very interested to see what's happening in the next episode, or at least over 80% of it.
Yeah.
And that wasn't like that for me.
Fair.
Do you know what's so shocking?
Yeah.
None of us said Ozark. None of us
Didn't come
said
to mind.
Stranger Things.
Didn't come to mind.
I'm okay with that. They wouldn't have been in my top 3.
Yeah.
I appreciate them both. I think they're great shows, but I can't remember what season it was for Ozarks, but it was dragging more than it needed to.
100%.
I think it was the first part of the end. I think one of them was not that good.
I don't think it's ended yet.
It's finished.
Ozark
it's
isn't
done.
finished.
I think it's done.
Is
It's done. Yeah.
It finished like that?
Yeah, it's done.
Damn, that needs to go into. I wish I could rewrite.
We'll come back to it. So
Anyway.
so Ozark wasn't the one, but I just wanted to say as well, I don't think there's been a show like The Boys that has come out and done what it's done.
Yeah.
So well executed. It's such a good spin on the superhero epidemic that we found ourselves in.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's goated for a lot of reasons.
I don't
Hence why
know.
it's in my top 3.
I don't know any other show that's like it. I feel like it's definitely in its own lane with,
Yeah.
with the whole superhero aspect of it, but also just being so
weird.
random and weird too.
Yeah.
But
I thought it was really good.
Another honourable mention for another good superhero TV show.
Invincibles?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Respectfully, that thing's fucked.
It is.
It's mad.
It is, but it's
It's mad. I'm waiting for season 2.
It's
a good
great.
show,
It's great.
yeah.
Will that
Anyway.
come? Who knows?
So, worst shows we finished, which overall weren't good.
Yeah.
I will start. The Falcon.
What's the Falcon?
Case in point, really.
What's the Falcon? Is that a spin-off from The Flash?
The Falcon is that guy that ended up taking the shield from Captain America.
The Falcon.
Oh, come on. Don't be
Oh,
unfair.
no. What are you
That
talking
shit,
about?
and I'm saying that shit stinks.
Wasn't it called no, it wasn't called the Winter Soldier. It was called
The Falcon?
No, it wasn't just called the Falcon though. It was like the Falcon and
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
yeah.
Was that a TV show?
Yeah.
It was the Disney series, and it was like after Captain America had given him the shield, he was the new Captain America, and it was like the epidemic of the people that were suffering from the blip, and like immigrant. It was like an immigrant type.
Does that count? Because it's a mini-series.
I mean, I guess if you want to put it in there, it's
I
a
guess
TV
so.
show,
It's a TV
but
show.
yeah. Okay, what else?
Luke Cage.
Oh my god, I forgot all about that. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
And you know another one?
Tell me.
It's all Disney. Moon Knight.
Oh, gosh.
No, don't be rude.
Moon Knight.
Come on,
Moon
man.
Knight is not
Moon
bad.
Knight was bad.
not bad.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
no.
Moon Knight was so.
It's not bad.
You're taking it far.
Moon Knight, no, because it says
Yeah, it's
overall.
fair.
It says
It can fit
overall
into that
weren't
category,
good.
though.
It
Overall
fits, it
weren't
fits.
good. Not
Yeah,
bad.
fair.
Weren't good.
So
Luke
wait,
Cage was terrible.
I couldn't do 3 because I couldn't think of any. One thing about me, if I don't like it, I
just not coming
can't.
up.
Forgotten
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, I will never see it through if it's bad. Yeah, but okay. So worst shows that we finished, but overall it wasn't good. I tried. I didn't get towards the end, but I got near enough. The UK version of The Office, I didn't like it.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
like it, which is mad because I absolutely love the
Ricky
US
Gervais.
Office. I love,
So
love.
So why wasn't that in your top 3 shows?
Because it's just not top 3.
What about
Modern Family,
No, the other
Law
one.
and Order.
No.
Special Victims Unit.
No.
I'm
no.
surprised it's not there.
What's the one with the
Grey's Anatomy. How to Get Away with Murder.
It's the police one.
Law and Order.
No, the funny one.
Oh, Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Yeah.
Nah, man.
You scream about it all the time.
A lot of people do, but
It's,
I think just 'cause it's funny.
it's an amazing show. I love it very much.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine for
top
me
3.
is like How I Met Your Mother. I never watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but it's one of those ones where I can always have it in the background.
Why did no one put How to Get Away with Murder?
It's not top 3.
Oh, goodness.
It's not top 3 for me. But I mean,
Power?
honorable mention to anything that
On my
Shonda Rhimes
list.
has done.
It's on my list.
We'll come to it though.
Alright.
But yeah, so
Country's on my list too somewhere too.
my worst ones were the UK Office and actually, as it happens, the US version of Skins. I hated that. It was awful.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
what
those
that
are so.
was.
Those
Years
shows,
ago.
I didn't even watch that. Anyway, Toby.
Not good stuff.
So my
Terrible
one is
shows.
definitely a newer one, and the reason why it's there because at the forefront of my mind, because I'm still going through it right now. It's a TV show called Swagger on Apple TV.
Jesus, it sounds like something I don't want to watch.
No, trust me. It is the worst TV I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
say no more.
It's on the cusp of being trash TV, but it's not trash TV. So it's not like your Love and Hip Hops where it's like reality life
Right.
TV show. This is an actual TV show, but it's giving
Reality.
fake reality life acting. It is so bad. Like there was an episode that happened recently here, which was just like I could throw up in my bed. But the reason why I'm still watching is because it's got a good story. It's like one thing is a story. I love a story. I love a story
Me
which
too.
I can follow, and I want to actually see what happens in the end. But boy, is the acting god awful. Like there was a moment
You're
when
persistent.
they were having the birthday party, and you know where you can hear the people go hey oh in the party like with the music in the background. Then the mom stands up. She said, "Oh, this is my jam." I said, "Oh my god, she's bad."
no.
She gets up, does this dance thing, and the son is hyping her up, going, "Hey mom." I'm like, you can hear them.
Not,
saying
"Hey,
this.
mom."
I'm like, why is the music so quiet at the same time? I was just it's super.
Are you gonna
cringy.
look at it?
No, but there's a show that just came to mind. Yeah, it's a show that I watched to the end and I didn't like it, but I can't remember what it was called. We watched it together. It was the show of she was a mixed race woman that just woke up one morning and decided she didn't want to live the life that she was living, so she moved
that was
out.
a great show.
The one on Netflix.
I think so. What's it called? Like,
and then
And then she turned white.
yeah, she turned white,
I
got
can't
new
remember
kids,
what
and then her two kids came to get her.
That was good storytelling.
came to get her. She
Tell
ran
back to
away.
them.
They killed everyone. That
Yeah,
was
they
in the
came
house.
to get her,
Yeah.
but she left.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
that's nuts.
I was actually gonna say that even though it was a really good show, I hated the ending. I really didn't. I didn't like the way
the
it
ending
ended,
was
so
very,
I wasn't a
very
fan of that
sad.
one.
It
But
was very sad.
okay, cool. Should we move on to ugly
Toby
shows?
hasn't finished.
Oh, sorry, Toby.
No, that was it. That was the only one that was the forefront of my mind because I'm still
sorry.
going through it.
I feel-
All right,
very
ugly
traumatic.
shows couldn't finish and shouldn't have been released. The newest Black Mirror.
We have to do it by
You
the
have to
whole
do
series.
up until now. Everything.
You have to do the whole series, and that can't be
Okay,
cancelled.
for me, it'll
so-
be Black Mirror.
But you
I don't
finished it though.
Huh?
Did you finish the most
I
recent?
couldn't finish it.
You didn't watch the first
I-
3 seasons, though.
No, look, I couldn't finish the first season of Black Mirror.
Fair.
And I couldn't
Okay,
finish the
so
second
why
season.
are you putting it there?
Because for me, I was saying to myself, whoever created this is fucked.
Well, you haven't seen Fucked. You haven't watched the first series.
Mate,
The
for the
first few
fact
seasons.
that you're telling me that someone got fucked by a pig or they fucked a
They
pig.
fucked the pig,
that
actually.
was big.
That was big.
But
For
not-
you,
but
I'm not gonna lie. It I can't watch that.
Look,
it's sickening.
It is sickening.
It's not great.
It's not good. To
But there
watch.
was a lesson to learn.
Yes.
There was a lesson to learn, and all of you are sitting there watching this guy
all
fucking a
all of
pig.
them have a lesson to learn though, and it's the extreme of like real life stuff that
Yeah.
can actually happen.
Now you know, previously you were talking about Mitch being a terrorist.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is terrorism.
It may be terrorism, but it'll teach you a lesson.
It does, and it's always good for us to learn a lesson.
Anyway, you guys pick your shows.
So the ones that I've got, the ugly shows are the ones that we could not finish and should not have been released.
Yes. Black
Lost. Lost is there. Do you remember Lost?
Mirror. Oh yeah, I remember Lost. I couldn't finish that. That was bad.
Lost. I put this one, I don't know if you guys will actually remember the show, but it just used to piss me off so much when I was younger. I said, if there's a chance to talk about it, I will. Kyle XY.
Cow XY.
It was on Trouble, Hold Tight Trouble, for those that know.
I
and he didn't have a
remember.
belly button. He was a robot.
Yes.
Or
I
an
remember
alien.
that. I remember that.
It's just
I remember that.
stupid,
It was a very dead show.
stupid stuff. Maybe I'm showing my age here. Okay, the next one was Cuts. This was a spin-off to One on One.
No. I'm not gonna let you do that.
Right,
No,
I think
Cuts
there
was
some
not
care,
that.
care.
No, Cuts
I'm
was
not gonna let you do that.
Cuts was
Let me,
alright.
let me tell you why, because the show was funny and Run Your Fingers to Some Care
It's
is still
top 10.
is up there for
Yes.
me. Top 10 of what though?
Of funny remarks in TV shows.
Yeah, it was
Next to
cool. It was
next to
cool
Orange
for what
Soda.
it was, but it shouldn't have been made. Yeah, you don't need a spin off to One on One. It just was not needed, and
your fingers for
you
some
had started
care.
something and you couldn't finish it, and you couldn't meet it with the level that it needs to be met. at.
But
Didn't
Well,
need to
a
exist.
lot of shows got cut back then. That's
And
the
look
thing.
how many spin-offs you watch as well.
It's not fair.
What are the spin offs that I watch?
Casey, there's a spin-off somewhere.
Come on, give me some with your big mouth.
Okay.
Rubbish.
Okay. There's a lot of spin-offs that you watch. Yeah. All the crime shows that Casey watches, they're all spin-offs. There's
Grey's Anatomy has like 10,000 spin-offs
Look,
on it.
oh,
Is
the
there one
firefighting
with-
one.
It's the firefighting one.
Oh, what spin-offs did I watch?
I've been had.
What spin-off did I watch?
I've been had Station 19, Law and Order Organised Crime, Law and Order Special Victims Unit.
All
what
from
else?
the same book.
Yes, and I love it.
And
Copy
they all
and
use the
pasted.
same people as well.
Copy and
Okay, but
pasted.
this is my
Rubbish.
final one. Yeah, speaking of spin-offs, mixed-ish.
What the heck is that?
Oh,
I know what you're thinking. It was the spin-off, so Grownish
Never watched
and
it.
Blackish.
Never watched it.
That's right.
I thought you
Let
said
me tell you what it
mixed.
is. It's some BS,
Oh,
okay? It's some bullish. That's what it is. It's really, really bad.
Seriously.
Basically, it's just like a. Oh, do you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have said this out loud. It's basically a show about, like, Blackish is talking about, you know, the growing pains of being black-ish and the stories. Mixed is obviously the same, but like
someone that's mixed race.
yeah, which is not a problem. Everyone's got their story. However, they got that silly woman.
Goodness.
What's her name? The daughter of my guy.
Who?
Oh God, what's the daughter's name? What's her name? It's lost on me. I'll come back to it another time. But anyway, just people that I don't need, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't need it. No, not her. I like her.
Sorry.
So she was in Blackish, and she's the daughter. Oh man, sorry guys, I don't remember.
That's it.
But
Moving on to the next
it's that
question.
mixed race woman that's so jarring, and yeah. Anyway,
Next question.
Wait. I haven't said my
I swear you have.
No, I have not.
go ahead,
Damn,
Toby.
Definitely not. Ugly Betty and Prison Break.
You can't do that with Ugly Betty.
I can. And
No.
I actually won't let you talk bad
No,
about
you can't do
Ugly
Ugly
Betty.
Betty.
And the reason why-
Prison Break probably, not Ugly Betty.
the reason why I'll do that to Ugly Betty is because Ugly Betty just needed to be ended at one point.
No, I won't let you do
I'll
that
be
to Ugly
honest
Betty.
and say Ugly
Yes.
Betty dragged on longer than it was
Yes.
supposed to.
Yes.
But it was a good show.
No,
It was good while it was good.
It was good at some point. Yes, which is with a lot of TV shows. And then at one point it needed to be gone and it wasn't gone.
I hear it.
Damn,
Prison Break's
man.
another one. Walking Dead's another one.
I never got into it.
Yes, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. Because it was all good until it stopped getting good. Walking Dead was just like, it should have been done 2 seasons in. After that, there's only so much I can do with you running away from zombies, trying to find hibernation, leaving hibernation because the hibernation gets taken over by zombies. For how long are we going to do this?
Yeah, come on, brother.
I'm going to switch up the questions real quick.
Okay.
Yeah. What is one show that everyone has watched that nobody has watched?
The Wire. I haven't
Yes.
watched it.
Yes,
I
that's- Is that
yours?
started
don't know,
watching
it's
through
not
the first season, and I loved the first season. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, it was very, very good. And I was like,
Stu-
yeah, can't wait. Yeah, I was like, yeah, can't wait for the second season.
And you couldn't watch it.
Hey,
Yeah, couldn't watch
I didn't get through
it was they were doing like their shit by the docks. Oh my god, bro.
Yeah, it was
And it just
dragging.
oh my god.
But that's how Breaking Bad feels to me.
Yeah, that's fair.
fair. I couldn't
fair.
see it through, but everyone was like, you need to go through
Yeah,
season
you
2
need to go through the hardship.
to enjoy it. Well, brother,
I ain't got
Too
the
many
I don't
shows
wanna
doing
do
that.
that, man.
One Division did that to me and then it broke me.
Hey, One
Yeah,
Division,
One
honorable
Division was
mention, such a good miniseries.
Yeah.
Wow, we.
What about yourself?
I think I can go back to going to spin off on what you said with The Wire. That made me go back to watch Suits again. That's how bad it was. I said, forget
See,
this shit.
baby,
I'm about to
wanna
go back to
stay.
what I
Yeah,
used
wait,
to
no,
do.
what I
And
know.
Suits, I'm
You know-
sorry. Let's talk about Suits.
No. Can I tell you one
Suits
thing? They're
is-
going to remove
No,
your
they're
what's
not.
it called?
They're not.
They're going to remove your Netflix account. Do you know
No
why?
one-
Because they're not expecting someone to watch that show that many times.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah.
I'm
They're
sorry,
gonna say
no one-
seriously.
No one can sit there and tell me that Suits is not a top 10 TV show.
See,
of all
babe, I
time.
wanna say.
It is just greatness in every single
No.
way.
I
Yes, it
think
has some seasons that
It's a
were
great show. It's not top 10.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's not top 10. It's not top 10. It's
It
not
is
even
top
top 10. It's not even top
Toby.
20.
It is top 10. I
Toby.
will fight you.
Toby.
I will fight you.
Hey.
Suits is top 10. It's
Suits is not top 10.
It just, I don't want to say.
What do you mean? Do
Look-
you know what it is? I feel like it's because you love law and you came from a law background.
Yes, I do believe that Suits is loosely based on me, specifically Harvey Specter and what I was supposed to be. But, you know, like, it's one of those ones
so
here
it's
where-
coming out now.
It's one of those ones, yeah, for me, Suits, yeah, it's just like, the storyline, it's very absurd. Everyone knows that the storyline is very absurd.
As long as you
it
know.
does not happen. It doesn't happen.
This is
But
how it goes. I'll
it's-
give you a live reenaction.
God.
I'm Harvey. Jess, it's my name on the goddamn wall, and I need you to goddamn respect me. I'm the best closer in the goddamn city. What are you gonna do about it? Nah, I'm Jess. you better make sure that you close that goddamn case, Harvey, or else it's my name on the goddamn wall, Harvey. And that's it.
But
Mike gets involved and starts lying.
It's not, because it's the catchphrases.
Photographic memory. I remember the law. The law 16.25, Your Honor, case closed.
Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I actually feel like that's how it is.
That's how it goes.
In the US, I feel like that's how it goes.
It's not like that at all.
Oh, you mean in real life?
No, it's not like that.
Do you know the reason why? Do you know the reason why? Remember that property show that we watched?
Selling Sunset?
No, not Selling Sunset. There was one that we watched where there were 3 guys and they were trying to sell a property.
It's like Selling Sunset, but they're gay in New York.
But, well, one of them was gay. The other one...
They weren't gay?
No.
All 3 of them?
No. But anyway... The way they were selling their properties and the way they were talking was exactly like that, and they are.
Yeah, but that's another Selling Sunset. Yeah.
It's not like that. It's fake, because I even heard Selling Sunset.
It's my name on the goddamn wall.
They're actually not making that commission that they're putting there. Just like
no,
they're actually making a percentage of that.
Oh yeah. Like, because that's the total commission, and then the Oppenheim group get like 90%,
and they get like 1 to 2, maybe 3%.
But this guy, I'll send you the details later of who the guy is, but he does because he owns his own.
Yeah. I remember you saying
Suits is a top 10. Go argue with someone else.
But anyway,
but yeah, Ugly Betty's there for me, and Prison Break. Prison Break for me.
You answered a different question, my boy. We said what?
Sorry. I'm still very frustrated about those shows. So what is one show that everyone has watched and nobody has watched? Modern Family.
You've never watched Modern Family?
Nope.
Tobi.
Not once in my life.
Tobi.
I don't see why I need to.
No, it's a good show, man.
So wait, it says, what is one show that everyone has watched that nobody has watched?
Yes.
And you haven't watched it?
Modern Family, yes.
So how do you
should
know?
watch it.
And also, my other one, Peaky Blinders.
You haven't watched it?
No.
So you cannot.
No. But pause. The reason for why Peaky Blinders is bullshit is because Michael was watching it and I had to sit there and work next to him. All those days that I was sitting there suffering.
It was so
No. Do you know what? Yeah, that's your problem. That's your problem.
It's
That's your problem.
trash bucket.
No. You're a trash bucket.
No, Toby. This week, because I know that's how long it will take you to watch it.
Yeah.
This week, watch Peaky Blinders.
God forbid.
Don't say God forbid.
God forbid badness.
No, look.
Toby, I'm telling you, you're missing out on a very good show.
I'm not wasting my precious hours.
First of all,
it's fine.
First of all, shut your actual trap. That's
way.
where I have to start.
No
I
way.
have to start there, yeah, because all this time I actually thought you were giving me an informed opinion, but you haven't even watched the show. You haven't even watched the show. You need to watch Peaky Blinders.
You want to talk about informed opinion?
You need to watch Peaky Blinders. Will you tell me
informed
that
opinion.
shit? I stand by my choices.
Your informed opinion was taken from IMDb top 10.
Peaky Blinders, though.
Just because everyone else has said it.
Bro, whilst you guys...
Your informed opinion is not even informed any sort of way.
It is, because it's a great show.
Whack job.
No, wait. Can't we all just get along?
Wait, when I say this, when I answer, because it seems like I'm the one that's actually realistic on the show today. What? I'm going to say it again. What is one show that everyone has watched that nobody has watched?
Modern Family.
The Terminal List.
What the hell is that?
What the heck's the Terminal List?
The Terminal List.
Who's watched that?
Type it.
Ain't nobody watched the Terminal.
The Terminal List. You've watched it.
I've never heard of this.
Yes, you have.
Do you know what? Is that the guy with the hat?
The Terminal List. Type it. Toby, you've watched it.
Oh, my guy. So would you... Oh, wait, sorry.
I didn't watch the shit.
Yes, you have.
Wait, Amazon.
Wait.
Amazon.
Pause. When you say this question, yeah?
Yeah.
What's one show that everyone has watched? Is everyone us?
No, it means like
it must be, because I don't remember this.
Yeah, that you haven't watched.
No, it's not. It's not really directed to us. But a show that it's like it's watched. A lot of people have watched it, but a lot of people haven't watched it. That's what it means.
Oh, I've been taking this as what's one show that everyone's watched that you personally have not watched.
It says what is one show that everyone has watched that nobody has watched.
I thought you meant nobody us.
That's what I was thinking.
Guys.
Anyway, no problem. That no one's watched. I can't speak to that. And clearly, if it's popular, then it can't be that popular if there are a bunch of people that have watched it.
It's popular because it's at the top on Prime.
No, the reason why I'm saying this, and the reason why the reason why what you said isn't 100% correct is because a lot of people watch C, but when I've spoken to a lot of people about watching C, they've never watched it. So a lot of
that sort of show then.
That's it. And you've watched Terminal List, Toby.
You have. It's the show with the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy, and he writes a list of people that he wants to kill after he was done dirty.
I probably did, but I've watched so many TV shows.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
That's the problem when you watch shows like you go to the series like you're the fastest book reader. That's your problem.
Just watch somebody.
That's why someone will tell you a show that you recommended after watching that you don't even know.
I just
say, yeah, probably.
Tobi, man. Now it's
shows.
clear to see my point at the start. Tobi does not remember none of his shows.
You're right.
Because
you're
it's like the reason why your list would never be informed. Wasn't there a show that he told us to watch that one time? It might have been a movie. What's your favorite movie of all time? Is it Lucy?
No, whenever I'm talking about
all time is Lucy.
Do you know why? This is what Michael says, yeah, whenever he's recommending Lucy. Lucy's so good, yeah. Trust me, it's so good. And at the end, she turns into a USB. Sick. That's Michael.
When was the last time I said something like that?
I don't know. My
last 6 months.
Whenever I said Lucy, it was always coming from a place of being a bit of a joker.
No, it's from a place of being not someone that should be taken advice from when it comes to movies and TV shows.
Okay, I think, now I get the question that you're asking.
It's too late. Next question.
C is one.
Shut up.
And another
I gave it to you. I gave it to her under the table. She said
fair.
C is one.
Another one is Parks and Recreation.
Yes, that's one.
That's another show that everyone's watched, but nobody's watched. It's essentially like Arrested Development.
It's not Suits. Sorry,
you get it off your brain,
Suits
mate.
is amazing.
What about Rick and Morty?
Rick and Morty, and now he's your boy Ricky.
There you go, little Ricky.
Yeah, no, a lot of people watch that. I haven't watched that. I think it's disgusting. But yeah, Parks and Recreation and Community as well is another one that's like that. Everyone's watched it, but no one's watched it. The one with Donald Glover.
Anyway, what show would you rewrite and the ending for?
Game of Thrones. Next.
Yeah. So I was gonna say Snowfall.
I was gonna say.
Why would you rewrite it?
That was perfect.
No, it wasn't perfect. It wasn't
Tobi,
perfect.
I'm starting to question
it wasn't
your
perfect.
taste
And
now.
the reason why it wasn't perfect, I was actually talking Chatham, baby. I was talking to and we sat there and we said, really and truly, the way Snowfall ended, it's one of those ones here. Out of the 1,000 options that they could have chosen, they chose the one which would just piss everyone off the most. And it's the most unnecessary. No, it's the most necessary, but it's not the one that I would say could have ended the show and made me be like, wow, this all together, packaged together, was perfection. Because the mum should have died. Shooting what's his face was not the right decision at all.
Right.
No one came to Franklin's rescue at all. Not one person.
Yeah.
Even his best boy didn't want to borrow him 2K or something like that.
Yeah.
No one came to the rescue. That's bullshit.
Yeah. No, continue. Because I want to say one thing.
Wait, it's bullshit.
Okay.
It's bullshit. At the end, he never got his hands on the money, which is fine, understandable. It's untraceable. Cool. Never got his hands on the money. His girl snaked him. Everyone turned their back on him, and he became a drunkard.
Yeah.
And for me, I was like, this for me is just like it's not.
And you know what my answer is?
What?
This is why you didn't write the show.
Yeah, and no, wait, that's not my answer. My answer to you, Tobi, is, and hear me out, because I've actually got an answer to every single point that you've made, yeah?
Go on.
I feel like the reason why Snowfall is so amazingly well done is because it has never, ever tried to be like an unrealistic drama. Everything has always kind of been in line. Obviously, there were some exaggerated bits like a tiger and
I think
whatever.
it was all very realistic.
Everything was very, very
Not that ending.
realistic in terms of the consequences of your actions and how full circle life is and how ironic life is, yeah? For one, Franklin never drinking up until the worst point in his life and then becoming like his dad. I think it's such a full circle moment and such a testament to like, you are not above this thing that you thought you were, because you really thought you was like the kingpin of this stuff. Like you were selling drugs and you were making millions, but you are not above alcoholism. And it just showed that all it takes is for you to have one bad day, no matter how bad that day is. His day was very, very bad.
Oh, it was very bad.
All it takes is one bad day and your life is over. And that is what they showed literally in one episode. So that's my take on that specific part of the ending. In regards to his mum shooting Teddy, that man killed her husband. And he told her while he's got his hand on the phone and he's saying it like, why are you even talking to me, bro? Of course I killed your husband. You're being weird. Why wouldn't you? What are you talking about?
That would break
you wouldn't
someone.
kill him as
Are you
well?
kidding me? Are you kidding me?
And you have to remember as well, yeah, Sissy has been living with years of enabling her son to do mad shit, and she's looking at her son
and
that
like,
is about to kill this guy.
This is not the child I raised.
Yeah, and she's like, oh my gosh, my husband is dead, my son is finished, and this man killed my husband, and he's just saying it to me while you're on hold. Of course I'm gonna kill you. There's no talking. So that's Sissy. I'm happy that she's in jail because now she has the rest of her life to look at her actions of enabling her son to becoming who he became. Okay, so there's that.
She's probably gonna hang herself.
Okay, Okay. And now the next thing as well that you said in regards to the ending about no one borrowing him money, no one lent him the money because in that last episode or the last 3 episodes, his hunt, his pursuit of trying to find Teddy drove him mad. If I was Leon, if my best friend got themselves into that sort of mess, I'm not lending them 2 million, because all you're going to do is, if you're not going to make it worse for yourself, you are going to put yourself, you are going to further go into that industry that I don't want you to be in. Do you know what I mean? Like Leon, at that point, like Leon didn't want that, so he's not going to give the money.
Now, once again, this ending was very Hotep. Is that what they call it? Hotep,
yeah.
It was very Hotep. It was very like, very reflectionary, and be like, yeah, this is how it should be. Like, no one's gonna help this guy.
But
it's not. That's not realistic.
It is realistic.
It's not, because that does not happen in real life.
The thing is, yeah, even though it doesn't happen in real life. And another thing that we didn't mention as well was in regards to his wife and how she left with the son, and like at the very last minute. Yeah. That was the first time that Franklin showed a side of violence, and she made it very clear from the very beginning she was not on that.
But the thing is, what we need to also understand,
she helped him do off Teddy, right, when he burned his chest and that stuff. She's the one that thought about that, right? No, but she doesn't do violence. Okay,
no, she didn't think of that. She didn't tell him.
She was the one that helped him.
She did. She gave him the idea with the grits.
Okay, now let me tell you something.
But she doesn't do violence.
You're talking about we're talking about scenarios. Let's go to a real life scenario.
Let's go.
Pablo Escobar.
Okay.
Yeah, Pablo Escobar using his house as a prison.
Yes.
Who would do that in this life?
Pablo Escobar. And
okay, then.
In real life.
So what I'm trying to say is that these scenarios that we're talking about on this show, it's not that it's far-fetched. These are stuff that will happen in real life.
Who is the show loosely based off?
I'm not sure.
Snowfall?
Yeah.
I don't know who.
What's his name? Is it Ricky? What's his name?
It's not Rick. It's not Freeway Rick Ross. It's not him.
It is him.
Is it him?
Really?
That's who it's loosely based off.
Are you being serious?
Yes.
I mean, regardless of that fact, like it's not
loosely based off him. Okay. He ended up in jail.
Okay.
Yeah. I did not see anything about this guy, and this is a real life drug dealer. And look at all the other drug dealers. They either ended up dying. I didn't hear about anyone that turned to drugs or turned to alcoholism.
There's a few people. It's not just him.
And you're taking it too far. And if you do want to go to people that have turned to drugs, my guy in BMF, Lamar.
Damn.
He turned into a crackhead as well.
I'm going to use Lamar. Lamar wasn't known as a drug dealer until we started watching BMF. No one knows about Lamar in history.
I knew about Lamar once I started watching BMF.
Regardless.
No one knew about Lamar in history.
But
who did we know about in BMF in real life?
No. Big Meech.
I know
exactly. That's the only person.
Yeah, respectfully. But you're saying it like it's not a realistic possibility for someone to end up turning to drugs or turn to whatever at the end of their
thing. Out of all the endings, there's loads of possibilities that could have happened with that ending, but I feel like they picked the most like
infuriating one.
Not the most infuriating one. The one that for me was just like, this is what would be perfect in terms of what everyone would want to happen in real life. Like, we've helped this guy in some sort of sense. Like, I've helped myself understand that I've created this monster and I've helped myself. No one helped him out because they would have led him down a further path of craziness and this and that.
Yeah.
But for me, it was just like, you tried to make it to like think about it.
I don't know.
Well, it didn't need that.
I hear that, but I think that's what Snowfall has always been to me. I feel like it's always been that way. Like, the people that died, they died at the time that, like, it was like, for example, Jerome dying when he was saving his girl. That was so tragic because at the beginning of that episode, he said he wanted out. He literally wanted to leave. That's just how life works. It's just really unfortunate when you get yourself into these things. Like, what I really like, what's the director's name that passed? What's his name again?
Director passed away.
John Singleton.
Is he passed? Has he passed away?
Yeah, he died of cancer.
No, come on, man.
Whoa.
Was it he died of cancer?
I believe so, and the whole ending with them walking past the set of the movie that was supposed to be Boys in the Hood.
Yeah.
Toby, wake up, man.
I didn't know he passed away.
He died in 2019.
Wow, I didn't know.
Yeah. So I feel like when, not me trying to go into John's brain, but when John Singleton made the show,
he died of stroke.
Thank you. I definitely feel like there has always been a focus on, like, we are not trying to glamorize this. This is not a fairy tale.
Right.
This is real life.
Right.
And when you do the things that Franklin Saint was doing, we can't even spend too much time on this. As we look at what everything that Snowfall was about and like what he actually got himself into, how many people he had to kill, innocent people that died because of him, like, it's only money that would even keep you from even being remotely insane, because he's put himself in a lot of mad situations and come out of a lot of mad situations. So to do all that mad stuff, to be involved in the stuff that you're involved with, you make all that money and it gets taken from you within a day or a couple of days.
It's crazy.
If you don't have that money and if you don't have your family, you don't have your friends, how are you not going to turn out to becoming what he became?
Yeah.
100%. Like, I mean, like, from that basis of, once again, the Hotep idea, from that basis of think about it, Snowfall is quintessentially one of the best TV shows for that.
100%.
Agreed.
For that idea, for sure.
So would you say that Snowfall is the best show we've watched in the past 10 years? Because we're talking about because Breaking Bad does not fall in that, because that
okay, when we say okay, so you're talking about shows that have come out in the past 10 years.
So from 2013 to 2023. 2023.
I would have to say yes. And the reason why is because The Boys is not finished.
The Boys,
but if The Boys, depending on how The Boys finishes, I think they're up there.
No,
to me,
to me, no. It's strong. It's definitely top 5, somewhere in the top 5.
I just think Snowfall is so amazing,
Snowfall had everyone emotionally tied to that show.
I was
from
hooked.
Beginning to end.
From the very beginning.
From beginning to end. We're in obviously The Boys is a different show, but Snowfall had people crying when that girl went to drugs.
Who?
Yeah, but I feel like
Which one?
The Boys has
the light skin one, or Wonder.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's not the same.
Yeah,
yeah, it's not the same. It's not going to evoke the same sort of emotion. But I was definitely like, it's just sick how they played on certain elements.
Yeah,
I just don't think it
even
can be.
Even with the opening screen when they show you Snowfall and they changed it over
season.
Yeah, man. They followed the route of what was going on.
Yeah, I love stuff like that. Anyway, let's move on. Do we have another question? The final question.
Yeah.
No, thank God.
Wait, I didn't say what show I would rewrite.
Yeah.
C.
You would rewrite the ending?
Yeah. The ending was terrible. The ending was terrible.
I don't think it was a terrible ending, but
it was terrible. It was too quick.
I was
too
fine
quick.
with Baba Voss's ending.
No, Baba Voss needed to go.
I was fine with it.
He climbed into the thing and said, "Rest in peace" to himself.
Yeah. He actually he chose.
I would have preferred.
He had been cut a lot of times.
No, I would have preferred. Do you know what? Yeah, I would have preferred if he was stabbed.
No.
Yeah, he was stabbed, and the person that stabbed him obviously was killed.
Remind me how he died again?
He jumped into a carriage that had bombs in it.
But he saved the city.
But he saved the city. So once again, he died a hero.
But do you know what? He saved the city. He's the only one that jumped into that carriage. The carriage was huge. Imagine me jumping into this box.
Okay.
Yeah. Imagine me jumping into this box. Oh, I'm going to conceal this whole bomb.
Let me be real.
He saved the city.
He saved the city, number one.
With his body.
And the thing is, C once again, for me is like, what's that TV show with that movie with Keanu Reeves?
John Wick.
Yeah.
He should have died long time ago.
Invincible.
Yeah.
Essentially, it was the same thing. Baba Voss is invincible.
Mm-hmm.
So the only way he could have died is
that guy could have been smited 500 times. He didn't die until the end. So for me, that's the way the story was supposed to go, which is why it was a good ending for me.
Yeah.
I didn't need it to be he gets stabbed, because to me it's unrealistic, because he could have been stabbed 1,000,000,001 times before.
He did.
Yeah.
And he still didn't die.
Yeah.
So him getting stabbed again didn't make any sense. He died a hero and he saved the sea.
For me, it was more that it was rushed, and the way his death happened, it could have been a bit more to it. Like I said, he climbed into a carriage and it exploded.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is shit.
To save the sea.
Anyway, last question on the list is: has there been one show? I think we've already spoken about it, but yeah. Has there been one show where you were so emotionally tied to either a story or the character? If so, what and who?
I will happily start. George from Grey's Anatomy. You guys haven't watched Grey's Anatomy?
Flip's sake.
You haven't watched it, yeah? No? All right. So George was in the first season, and basically, you know how these shows go. I know you haven't watched them, but that's fine, whatever. Grey's Anatomy, each episode there's a different medical situation within the hospital. Yeah, cool. So George is one of the interns, and
Kesi explained this to me. Very good ending to his death.
Have I explained this to you before?
Yes, where he spoke to them about.
Hey! All right. So
Spoiler
basically,
alert,
with
if
George,
hasn't watched it, I'm trying to watch
we've done too many spoilers.
This show came out a long time ago. If you don't know me by now,
that's your fault.
You'll never know me. Right. So George was one of the interns, and everyone took a liking to him. They used to call him 007 because of how many people he killed. Because he was so bad at what he was doing, because obviously he's an intern, he kept killing people. People kept dying on his watch, So they called him 007. Anyway, one day he doesn't show up to work, and there is a guy who is come in at the same time. He's had such a bad mauling of an accident. The car's just rubbished him, I think. I can't remember. Anyway, it was bad. You didn't know who he was. So he was a John Doe for, I think, about an episode. Maybe I'm gassing. Anyway, he was a John Doe when he came in. And everyone was like, raw, like, whatever. Anyway, this guy comes up to one of the doctors, one of the interns, and he writes with his finger 007, and then it comes together that they realize that it's George, and they spend the whole time. Are you coming in? All right, cool. And then they spend the whole time trying to work out. They realize it's George, and then they spend all the time trying to save him. So that was one. And then the other one as well that I was emotionally tied to was Franklin from Snowfall.
Yeah. My one will forever be my favorite guy, not Mike Ross. It is Harvey Specter from Suits.
So were you really like invested in his journey to like loving Donna and stuff?
I really was invested in Harvey Specter's journey, and I was very, very happy when he got married to Donna at the end. Perfect ending. It was supposed to be what's his name, Lewis Litt to get married. But obviously his wife fell pregnant. Well, she was pregnant already, and then her water broke, so there was no one else to have the wedding. So ended up being Harvey and Donna, and it's just the best ending to an amazing show, which I will watch again this year at some point.
I actually put Lewis Litt as a character that I was invested in as well,
because he went through a lot and his character development was amazing.
Yeah, character development was very, very good. MBT.
I just said Snowfall, Franklin.
That's fair.
There were so many characters to be invested in though.
Yeah,
I cried a lot when Mel, I think her name is, the light-skinned neighbor.
When
she turned to crack.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was an amazing episode.
A hard episode to watch.
10 out of 10.
But yeah, very, very good. Very good character development on that show.
But yeah, we have to cut the episode.
You got to skip out.
Yes, sir. The next people are knocking on the door like bailiffs.
But they don't start till 8 anyway, so they can't.
Yeah. They got a dash. I need them to mind their business. But guys, that brings us to the end of today's episode. We hope you enjoyed. Let us know what you guys think of our opinions as well. If there's like a show that I feel like we have missed out in a big way. I don't know. We missed out plenty. There's so many, but yeah.
For you guys, not for us, because this is our
Periana. So that brings us to the end of today's episode. I just want to say, because people that know me will be very surprised that they haven't heard it come out of my mouth, Law and Order Special Victims Unit is genuinely one of the best shows of all time. The only reason why I haven't brought it here today
cut this episode
is because it's 24 seasons long, and I didn't think it counted.
Does that count as a sitcom?
It's not a sitcom. It's just a series. It's a drama series. It's the longest standing drama series. Okay, in eternity.
Cut it.
Okay. Anyway,
guys,
big shout out
episode
to Law and Order Special Victims Unit. Now, you know where to find us on all socials, including Threads, Hype and Then Some, at Hype and Then Some on all of them, man. Come on, man. You man know already. You can watch us on YouTube by searching Hype and Then Some, and you can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and SoundCloud. MBT, any other business?
Thank God Kesi's done. This is episode 133. We're Hype and Then Some, and we're out.
Peace.